I'm back? Okay, I'm back. Oh, not everything's actually connected yet on my computer. Maybe I'm connected too quickly. No. Where am I? What is going on? Why can't I see? What did I click? What did I click? Oh my god, there I am. Okay. Sorry, I don't know what I clicked, but I just wasn't seeing my own stream. I was like, I need that. Okay, there we are. We're back in the game. This is so stupid. Oh, that's not what I meant. Go back! Load. There we go. Cool. Hi, Sarah. I fought so hard to get back here. Just in time for another test. That's right. Okay, I don't want to take another test, but I guess I have to. Is it gonna be math again? It was only a few days ago. What school are you in that you don't regularly... Again, do you only have a math test? Or a math class? Are you only in math class? I'm shocked. They're tightening up the program. We can't get through the material in time. Well then, we'll have to hope for luck, I suppose? Not necessarily. This test will be less brutal than the last one. It'll be a full group and us'll sit in pairs. Will sit in pairs. I have an idea how I can help you. If you want to sit next to me, there's still a seat vacant. I'll explain more on the spot. Okay, can you explain why it was morning and now it's nighttime? As your desk... Oh, and your desk mate? Still sick. Oddly enough, she's been moping around longer than you've been in a coma, but that's good for us right now. I guess so. Thanks for the suggestion. Anyway, will you have lunch with me tonight? We could join our group. Of course, I wouldn't skip this. Good for you. Girl winked at me and disappeared among the crowd of students. I'd have to get to know her better, especially if she wanted to. What? There was still time to spare before the test itself. Today I arrived even earlier than I should have and was in no hurry to get anywhere. I noticed Samantha sitting on the windowsill alone, reading a book. Hi. I should probably go say hello to my modest pink-haired friend, too, who wears a school uniform even though we're supposed to be in college. I walked over and sat down next to her. She flinched in surprise when she noticed someone beside her. Oh, Max. Hi, I didn't see you there. Yeah, hi. Sorry to scare you. I just wanted to say hi. What are you reading? Something for the test? No, just reading a book. She cast her eyes downward, tucking the book into her purse. No, girl, what are you reading? I will judge you harshly. I appreciate people reading. I'm a big fan of people who read. Everyone should read. If you don't read, I think less of you. But also what you read. Well, I will still appreciate that you read, because that is important. But how much I appreciate you will be dictated by what you read. How do you know about the test? It's coming up pretty soon now. Our Slayer tells me. I just met her. I didn't expect to get back to some kind of change right after all those passes. Oh, speaking of which, how are you? I was worried when you stopped showing up for class. Then Sarah found out about the accident and told Leon and me. What a nightmare. I'm glad you survived. It's not the best time of life, but it can't be helped. Your brother just died. Be sadder? Samantha looked away, embarrassed. You'll probably sit with her, won't you? I don't know yet, maybe? Oh god, are you making this an awkward love thing? I just got out of the hospital and my brother is dead. And you're just like, and you'll maybe sit next to her for your math test. Like, girl! Girl, what? Also, hi Rain, how are you? Oh, the horror. Dating. I mean, yeah, that is a nightmare, but also, I just got out of a hospital! I just found out, so my mom died. That's why I moved here. In moving here, I found out that my dad had also died. And then the next day, my brother dies in a car accident with me. Like, I just lost all of my family and just got out of a hospital, and this girl's being like, ooh, like, what? Girl.
Sit next to me, please.
I'm great, just making dinner. How are you? I'm doing well. What are you making? Speaking of dating, it took me 15 years to get it right. That's, hey, but you got it right. I barf on the whole topic. Dating. Chicken tacos. That sounds good. I actually just ordered and scarfed down Taco Bell. I think they're one of the ones that are okay to eat. I hope they are. I just realized I may have done a bad thing in doing that. Oops. But I had a burrito and a Power Bowl. I love those Power Bowls. There was an awkward silence. Did I say something wrong? Can't lie me. Why are you calling me? Sorry, one of my coworkers, whom I love, is calling me, and I'm not, I don't know why you're calling me. Did I do something wrong at work? No? 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 I'm paranoid. I'm checking. I have a lot of days where I'm like, I double booked myself. And now I'm scared. Am I supposed to be at work right now? And even if I am, bro, why are you calling me and not texting me? I don't do phone calls. I am not on the schedule. I'm not on the schedule for today. I do not see my name. I'm not on the schedule. Okay, cool. Sorry, that sent me into anxiety. I don't know if it was really dating, but my wife was the first person I think I actually did properly date. Aww. And that's the person that counts. Taco Bell, now that's something we can all get behind. Oh, the horror work, right? So for anyone who doesn't know, I'm a freelance actor and writer, but we're all striking right now. Well, writers aren't striking anymore, yay. So I do have writing work, but actors were still striking, meaning I'm doing a lot of stagehand and stage manager stuff. And I work at a performance college a lot. I just freelance there. And so that's one of the full-timers at the college. And immediately I'm like, I thought I'm only working as an assistant stage manager to an opera right now. We did have rehearsal today, but sometimes I still then stage manage like orchestral stuff or recitals. So like I'll do rehearsal and then like a recital. But I didn't think I had any this week. And I don't. I'm not on that schedule for that tonight. Don't scare me. Don't scare me. Yeah, I have to text him and be like, why did you give me a heart attack? I just wanted to say that if you're worried about taking the test, you can sit down with me too. I've been studying for it and I can help you. Oh my god, I'm literally in a love triangle. Can I not date either of you? Like, I want to skip both of you. I mean, I need more work. I may be doing Gerald Fat. Oh, yes, freelance, especially for stream overlays and things. Do it. Ah, yes. Animator here. We all just got immediately fired. No luxury to strike. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Wait, do you guys not have a union? Or do you have a union but you're not in it? Like, how are you just fired? I just learned animation, which I enjoy. That sucks. Wow, sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Oof. The arts, man, they are really suffering. FAI. Sorry, I hate AI so much. Embarrassed. Samantha added. Oh, previous. Okay, thanks for the offer. It wasn't the test I was more concerned about, but the inevitable upsetting of one of the girls. I hated to upset Samantha, but I also told Sarah that I would think about it. Why am I so popular? Is it because of the accident? Can't say it's unpleasant, just unexpected. before the girl left, I decided to offer Samantha something myself. By the way, after lessons, would you like to have lunch together? Sarah and I were planning on having lunch together. You could join us. It's more fun together. Lunch with me? She patted her eyes in surprise. Look, I know that English was not their first language, which is fine. Honestly, I commend anyone trying to learn another language. Like, it is hard. But some of these mistranslations absolutely tickle me. Patted her eyes, not batted. So now I'm just picturing her like, and I find it very enjoyable. I really like it. Yeah, you, me, Sarah. Maybe we'll bring Leon if he's up for it. Keep things interesting. Or do you already have lunch plans? No plans. I just haven't been invited to lunch yet. Great, I'll go first. I was invited myself, so I'm just passing the baton. I'd love to join you. She smiled and turned around and ducked back into her book. But what was she reading? Now we're talking. Okay, we can gradually move to the right office. The break time is coming to an end. As I was climbing the stairs, someone came at me from behind and almost knocked me down. Leon!
Leon!
Bro, it's really you. I couldn't believe it. I thought you'd quit studying, follow my footsteps, go to school for a couple days, and that's it. You've been here every day. What do you mean, follow your footsteps and, like, not being here? But no, then I found out about the whole accident thing. Our Slayer got everyone on edge. I even set up a group chat online to keep everyone informed. And you're as good as new, not a scratch on you. Mysterious, right? Hello to you too. You keep bumping into me like that, you're gonna get scratches. I'm the center of attention today, but it's good to see you too. I'm the center of attention. How's the nurse? I called the hospital, she sounded so young. Wildly inappropriate. She is not wearing a proper uniform. Yeah, there's a nice girl who works there, Scarlett, I think. A little older than us. And then I'm surprised you got out of there so fast. You could have taken a couple days off. Are you gonna pay my medical bills? If this is set in the US, you know how expensive that is. Babes, no. We get mad that we were even hospitalized in the first place. I'm also planning some things for tomorrow. Tomorrow's our 5th wedding anniversary, so I have a whole day planned, but no pressure. Oh, but that's so cute. Oh, I would love to know what you, like, I just hope that you guys have a great time. They're so cute. Table looking, and now we're talking. Okay, bro, you concern me. You continue to worry me every day. Hi, how are you? Yes, the first day of playing this, a kid had to lick a table. It was deeply upsetting. I found it deeply upsetting. There's a circumstance. I'll tell you about it over lunch if you'll join us. Our place? You've got it all worked out, haven't you? Well, if the girls are gonna be there, I'm in. Since you've already talked to them, you probably know about the test. I'm out of the running. I'm not helping you with this. Suddenly, a force grabbed me by the neck and pushed me forward. Leon was also pushed toward me, and our foreheads bumped together painfully. I turned around in anger. I just realized they didn't give me the option to sit with Leon, so they're not letting me be gay. But then also, I assume this is Grant, who's bullying us. Almost made us kiss. What's going on? It is Grant. Hi, Grant. I think Grant's just in denial about his sexuality. What are you two lovebirds gossiping about? See? He ships us. I roughly broke free of his grip and stepped back. None of your business. And I think it's my business. He crossed his arms over his chest and stood between Leon and me. Ah, you're tearing me apart, Lisa. I tried to sidestep him left, right, but he shifted in sync with me. Oh my god, and now we're dancing together. I think our conversation with Leon is over. He gestured to the classroom. I was about to follow his example and head for the entrance to the office. But Grant blocked my path again and shoved me in the chest. Look, I haven't forgotten about your prank, kid, and it was none of your business, but now it is. Prank? I don't care what happened to you, but if you cross me again, the consequences will be dire. I don't want to see or hear from you, you understand? To my rescue, Mr. Johnson himself was hurrying into the classroom. At the sight of him, Gramp tempered his ardor and slipped inside, and with him, I. It is very interesting that English not being their first language, so they have, like, weird parts of sentences, they then just slip in some very uncommon vocab. Like, it's really fascinating. I'm so curious how they got to this. I love it. I'm just so curious. He's a jerk, hasn't changed a bit. It's been 3 days. Why would he change? I'd better not cross paths with him too much. I went in and looked around at the familiar faces. I wrote her a long letter that explains how she saved my life. Then I'm making a dinner. We're gonna go to an art exhibit. Then home we will have a movie night with snacks. She loves the simple stuff. That's so freaking cute. Oh, I bet she's gonna love it. Oh, that's so fun. The AI, NFT, and crypto, and game dev, and film director, and Marvel culture just hit us extremely fast in sequence compared to other creative industries. Our teams are separated between countries, so unions are difficult. Oh, that makes sense. And companies just burn us out, fire us, and hire someone new, and glad just to be there. With, in some cases, 100-hour work weeks. It's tough stuff. Oh, F all of that. I have a friend who's a senior graphics designer at Disney. She just quit for her YouTube and TikTok career just to exit the cycle. Fair. I hadn't even thought about that. I have a designer who works at, well, she works at YouTube. She might be pretty fine. On the bright side, we are all pretty much excited. Happy beans, so not all bad. Oh, God. Yeah, I hope things get better. I forgot about the difficulty between countries, so yeah, union jurisdiction is tricky, but that's all BS. I hate that because it's also, it shows when people are cutting corners. Like, I've seen these, like, big budget things, and, like, they're, things that are animated or CGI and whatever, just not being good. And it's like, no. If you had someone who had the experience and you had that skill, like, it could have been better. But you're throwing it to, overburdened workers or people who just, like, are they're so new that they don't have those same skills. It's ridiculous. It's all bad. I think it's just really, there's this fundamental lack of appreciation for arts and creative industry by the people with money, because that's really what it boils down to, is things like producers. They're just looking at the bottom line. They're not creatives, so they don't understand that in order to do something well, it requires time and money, and they don't want that. It's infuriating. She also loves Beauty and the Beast. She collects things, so I got her a music box that plays the theme. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. Oh my god, that's so freaking cute. If you've seen She-Hulk, you can tell the burnout is real. I have not. I actually don't watch any superhero stuff, but I do believe you. Because, yeah, I've heard, like, a lot of complaints about shows like that. I saw it with the Black Panther movie, thought it was good. Though it was good, the CGI was bad, and it started this convo about the burnout. I watched a doc on it a while back. Ooh. Yeah, I know I saw the Black Panther movies. I liked the first one. And there were parts of the second one. I had to watch the second one just for the, who is it? Angela Bassett? Is that her name? Was nominated for an acting award. And I remember thinking that there were parts of that movie that were, not great. Could have been better. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. I just remember thinking, ugh. I loved the first one. And I loved her monologue. She actually had my vote for a while. I don't remember who I ended up voting for. But for a while she had my vote, and then I had to give it to someone. Oh, was she up against Chow from The Whale? I know I voted for both people for The Whale. because they were phenomenal. Did you watch that mini doc about that Doritos horror game? I did. That was very cool. Doritos needs to make more scary games. More people need to make more scary games. I don't care that there are so many of them. I need more. Grant positioned himself next to Nate, taking up almost the entire area of the desk with his body. No! A free seat next to Sarah, just like she'd said. She glanced at me, winding a lock of hair around her finger. Girl, no! There's still an open seat with Samantha. She glanced at me, but then looked away, meeting my eyes. In general, there were more empty seats in the classroom, as if a third of them had decided to skip the test. Can I sit by myself? I would rather sit by myself. I don't want to sit with either. I mean, Sarah asked me first. So I feel like I should go with Sarah just because she asked first. But I also said no to Samantha last time. But also I hate both of them. Who do I choose? Chat, you pick. Who do I sit with? The studios outside of Marvel are collapsing like Cartoon Network and Rooster Teeth too, so it's tough times for us making meme-making animator beans. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, I hope there has to be a solution. There has to be something. Like, I feel like it's swung so far in one direction that it has to hit a wall and, like, swing back the proper way. It was shocking. That was, an advert for a flavor of Doritos. Oh, shocking, yes, that it was an advert for the flavor of Doritos. Ended up being the scariest game of all time and made players' eyes. I mean, that's true, but it's one of those things because it's, smaller, more contained, so you can really, like, amp it up. Leave the classroom. I would love to. If that was an option, I would take it. Sarah, Samantha, both of them suck. Both of them suck. These are two unappealing options. I don't know which one I hate more. I don't know who to choose. Whoever comments first. I don't know. I'll go with whatever you say. This is... Why not Leon? Why can't I sit with Leon? Why can't I awkwardly join Nate and Grant? Why can't I sit with myself? Why can't I leave the classroom? This is too limiting in choices. Why can't I just ignore the test and go play chess on this chessboard? Okay. If no one chooses, I have a D20. I have a D20. Sarah has 5 letters. I'm not gonna count how many Samantha has. So Sarah is 5. So if it's odd, I choose Sarah. If it's even, I choose Samantha. It's even. Going with Samantha. I mean, they jumped the gun with the AI stuff. I saw this coming, but the AI companies are going bankrupt, and the AIs are suffering from model collapse, a bit like rampancy in Halo. Oh gosh. Also choose Leon Kennedy.
Leon, help!
God, I hate Ashley. And I don't care what anyone says of she's technically an adult. She's not written like one. She's a child. I wouldn't miss sitting with Samantha. It's a chance to sit with a nice girl, and she said she'd help with the test. I don't think Sarah would be offended. That is wrong. I'm sure Sarah is deeply offended. I walked over and sat down next to Samantha. I pulled out my notes, or rather the small portion I'd written down in my one class. Samantha fixed her hair and smiled faintly. Why am I doing it like this? I couldn't tell you. That won't be enough, I guess. I shrugged. Everything I have. It's not fair that I have to take this test with everyone else. Honestly, yeah. Well, that's the rules, you know, but don't worry, I'll help in any way I can. Mr. Johnson was talking about something, But I wasn't really listening. Then he started handing out test forms. We got a bunch of different options. That's it. It's gone. I don't know what left. Don't be too scared. What left, though? Samantha whispered to me. Okay, here, if you're gonna do a visual novel and you're gonna separate out, because yes, in books you can, in like prose writing and whatnot, you can put the description of how something was said or done after the dialogue. If you're gonna do this, and you're gonna have it on separate cards, please, for the love of God, do the descriptor first. Just do it, just move it first. If you're not gonna have it on one card, describe the dialogue and then have the dialogue, not the other way. Makes it a lot more clear what your intention is, instead of... It's less work for people if you do it with the description first. At least in this format. Solve the first questions you can. Solve the first questions you can. I'll do my own, and then I'll look at yours, and then I'll write the correct answers on the sheet under the desk. Thank you. Without you, I'm a dead man. Don't joke about it. Your brother just died. As long as the teacher doesn't notice anything. But isn't this a joint test? Wait, but now we're cheating? I'll try not to stare too much. Time's running out. I ducked into my test. Surprisingly, I did know some of the questions. It wasn't hard to find the answers to them, but most of them were a bit of a mystery to me. So wait, is this a group open note test or not? Samantha quickly sorted out her option, circling the correct answers in neat circles. Then she turned her attention to my form. And she put her pens under the desk, writing down the solutions there. Apparently it was safer that way so that nothing unnecessary could be seen on the desk. I glanced down. Samantha had put the leaf on the chair right between my legs. Oh my goodness, I involuntarily appreciated her tutorial short skirt. What is this game? Leaf? Like the leaf, like loose leaf? Like notebook paper? Yeah, she'll definitely be a distraction, but I don't mind. So, what's on your mind? Got to think about the midterm. Why is this trying to be a dating sim? But excuse me, where's my boy Leon Kennedy, band boy extraordinaire? He would never cheat on a math test. I agree. I also don't trust that he took math. RE4 Remake did Ashley really well this time around. That's good. Is she actually an adult? Or is she still a child? I slanted my gaze under my desk and began to scrutinize what she had written. Yeah, stick to the test, buddy. Samantha didn't seem to notice my gaze as she continued to write out my answers. I began to transfer her decisions to my own form. Her handwriting was very nice and neat, so it was easy to understand without any questions. And everything was going smoothly until the last decisions began to be blocked by her foot. If she's right... How would her foot be blocking your view? What position is she in that her foot is blocking the paper? Like, it's under the desk, but it's not, like, on the ground. What? Samantha was too engrossed to see it from her vantage point. I called out to her quietly, but she didn't hear. Okay, I decided not to distract my friend and gently moved her over. I put my hand on her leg and pulled her toward me. Don't touch. Samantha made no sign of it, obediently spreading her legs wide so I could get a full view of the answers. Hope she doesn't think I'm some kind of perverted maniac. Where's the paper? Where's the paper? I'm concerned where this paper is. Am I playing a game I should not be streaming? What is this game? I need to know what this game is. I never played RE4. Is it good? I don't think it was bad. It was not my cup of tea. It's definitely my least the Resident Evil game I like least. But I don't think it was like a bad game. I think it just wasn't for me. I was not their audience. All I know is my non-cheating test boy is in it. Yes, true. It's a really big foot, I guess. No, she's an adult, but they're actually made her more of what you would consider a young adult. She's not cheesy or extremely helpless or flirty, and she talks like a young adult. It's funny. Well, like, as she should, because it's one of those things where I know that people argue that Ashley is an adult. Like, she's, I think, like 19 or something, so she's an adult, in, like, the original game. But that's not how she's written. Like, in the original game, she's child-coded. Like, she is underage coded. That's how she's written. So I don't care what you write on a bio, because the bio is irrelevant. How she's actually written is a child. So she's a child. So if they actually made her act like and talk like and be a young adult, again, don't care what's on that bio, like, how is she actually? Then that's something. Because, yeah, I did not like her being a literal child. What is this game? I don't know. I mean, no. Yeah, RE4 is my least fave, but the remake was awesome. Yeah, the remake... No, I didn't play the remake. I just played the Steam port of, like, the GameCube version or something. I don't know. She's literally, like, 19 in the remake. I dig it way more, and the convos I had during game is nice. That's so good. Because, yeah, I could not stomach 15-year-old Ashley. Samantha touched her foot to mine. Did she do that on purpose, or did she just do that? I was sitting almost right next to her after all. I wish I had chosen Sarah. I guess I looked kind of creepy from the outside. Every now and then I look between my desk mate's legs. Maybe you're checking her dick out, I don't know. Everyone was absorbed in their own thoughts, and Mr. Johnson was solving some problem on the chessboard. I continued to write down the correct answers, but my mind was far from math. But we got there just in time. Samantha finished, putting down her pen and exhaling. I finished transcribing her solutions into my form too, and leaned back in my chair. I wasn't sure if just hiding the sheet somewhere on the desk would have been worse. But I'm not one to complain. She suggested it, and it was more than successful. Thanks. I whispered, leaning towards Samantha. No, you don't need to do that. She smiled back and shifted her legs, pulling the sheets of paper away. And just in time, Mr. Johnson announced that time was up and went to collect the forms. Well done, Samantha. She did it for 2. I thanked her again for her help. Was this, or was this not, a team test? Open note? So... I am deeply confused. I couldn't have done it without you. Nice handwriting, by the way. You're welcome. I promised I'd help. The girl gathered her things and left the classroom. I was about to leave, too, but Mr. Johnson called me over. Max, come here for a moment, please. Please. Read me to filth. I made my way to his desk. Had he noticed my cheating? Was it cheating? When I glanced at his direction during class, he was studying something on the chessboard and not really supervising the test. Is he gonna question why I was just staring at my desk mate's crotch? I guess I didn't even have to bother with cheating, but a small chill ran down my spine. How's the test? He asked directly. Normal? I've answered everything, I think. I tried to answer confidently, but my voice still trailed off. Good. Very good. You know, I don't want to pressure you, and you have trouble with the test. I'll let you retake it later, but you should still show up to class. Was nobody informed that I was in the hospital? Like, bro, I've been in a coma. I just had to put down my Pokemon crystal like someone closes a Bible. This game is too weird. My Pokemon is too weird for my Pokemon. That's fair. I'm really confused what the frick is happening. Yeah, protect your innocent Pokemon. Protect the precious, you know, hands over their ears of that's right, he doesn't know. My friends discussed my situation among themselves, but they didn't tell him. Why wouldn't he be informed? Why wouldn't the school have been informed? No, they knew my identity. I was gonna say, like, my whole family's dead, so it's not like any of them would have told, but, like, the hospital would have my information, so they would have looked up, they knew who I was. Why weren't you informed? I'm sorry, I had an emergency. I was in a car accident. I spent some time in the hospital. For some reason, I decided not to mention my brother. I don't know why. Mr. Johnson frowned. I'm sorry to hear that, but here you are, looking quite healthy. Hopefully things will go smoothly from here on out. Are you the killer? I hope so myself. Tell me, Max, how do you feel about chess? I love it. Chess, it's okay. I know how to play, but I don't practice it much. Frankly, I used to love this game. I used to play it a lot with Chris when I was a kid, but then I simply didn't have a partner, and I can't remember the last time I moved pieces. What age were you guys when your parents split? That also was not clear yet. Will you play a game with me? In return, I won't count your absences in the scoring. What do you say? Okay, bro, again! I was in a coma! What do you mean, count my absences? What? Also, yes, I will play chess with you. As long as it's only for a short time, I'm fine with it. No, keep me as long as you want. I don't even care. Satisfied with this answer, the teacher arranged the pieces and slid the board toward me. All I remembered about the game was how the pieces moved, so I didn't think much about the significance of the moves. It's always the butler, right? I could totally see him being a butler. The set was metal and quite weighty, probably expensive. Chessboards are weirdly expensive. I mean, I guess it's fair, but like, ugh. I actually had a desire one day to like either carve or out of clay make, ooh, maybe both, woodwork and clay, make my own chess set. Not like I'm a big chess player, I just think it would be really cool. I wondered why he was so obsessed with them that he kept them in class. That is odd. A unique game. It's useful, teaches you to think outside the box, to think ahead, to see possibilities where at first glance there is darkness. Are you trying to teach me something? I don't want to be taught. As if reading my thoughts, Mr. Johnson said cryptically, does it help in learning math? I'm not sure about that, but it definitely pumps up your brain, which will be useful to you not just in one subject, but in all. I don't know, apparently I only have one subject, because I've literally only been in math class. I'm so confused. Of course, he checkmated me pretty quickly. An expected result. He smiled and nodded appreciatively at me. Thanks for the game. It was just that I often don't have anyone to play with, and during class I saw you looking in my direction, so I figured you might be interested. Ooh! Okay, never mind. Maybe he's a romance option. Bestie! Perhaps plan a murder. Yes. I'm pretending I have a curly mustache. I'm a villain. I'm the villain. Oh, you mean you saw? How did you cheat? Of course. He smirked smugly, but he clearly wasn't gonna tell me off. I'm concerned. Don't apologize, I don't really care. You were looking for a way out, and you found it. I like that, and you made up for it with our play. You're not like a good teacher, are you? Henceforth, though, I'm still hoping for your immersion in the material, not your classmates. Just because I'm not looking doesn't mean I can't see. Remember, there's opportunities where there's darkness. Winked at me enigmatically. I didn't even know how to react to his monologue, so I just sat there and absorbed it. Well, I won't burden you and keep you any longer. You can go. If you want to play some more, come back at recess. Again, at recess! What university has a recess? Like, I think that the makers of this have to be European. And so university is what we would call high school. Wait, Noodle Cat! You're in Europe. See, I was born in Europe, and I have a citizenship there, but I never went to school there, so I don't remember what things are called, but my character is in university, but like this is a high school. Isn't university the equal? I think it's always the chess players. Hey, you cannot prove anything. Good God, he plays chess, he wears a blood red shirt, he keeps monologuing, he tucks his shirt in, he's a murderer. I mean, you're not, I don't think you're wrong. I could see him being the killer. Also, he's the only teacher. Okay, goodbye. I hurried out the door. I liked the part, of course, but there was something about him. Dangerous? Murder? Intonation? God, what are these vocab terms? The energy? It's hard to explain. I think he might be the murderer, and also, if this is a dating sim now, he's my top pick. He treated me pretty well so far, though, turning a blind eye to my absences and even my cheating. Okay, I'm just getting myself worked up again for some reason. The rest of the lessons to the last one flew by quickly and unnoticed. See, I don't have other classes. The last one was physical education. Okay, wait, I do. I remembered to bring my uniform, and after changing in the locker room, I find myself in a large gymnasium. Our physical teacher was an uncle in his 60s. Okay, wait, he was an uncle? Was this made in Korea or something? No, the only languages are English and Russian. In Russia, do they just call older people uncle? Because I know that they do that in Korea. They're just like uncle and aunties. There are a lot of cultures that do that though. Because yeah, aunties is definitely a thing. Maybe that's also a thing in Russia. He announced the program for the coming year, although it was not to be the first class. He also added that there is also a class coming up in a couple of days, and there will be a mini basketball tournament among our group. The winners get automatic good grade for this quarter. Weird, okay. Girl, why are you in jeans? This is gym. Why are you in jean shorts? This is gym. Today is free class, warming up and preparing for this tournament. We started jogging and different exercises. I missed it. Too much had happened lately, and there was nowhere for the energy to go, so I was grateful for such an energizing activity. Again, I was in a coma for 3 days. I don't care that I don't have scratches. I wouldn't be this fine. After the warm-up, we had jumping over the goat. Oh, is this that, like, jump thing that they always do in anime? Then a few exercises with the ball for accuracy, trying to throw into the ring from close distances. Toward the end, we were given free time to just practice with the meat. What's the meat? What meat do you have? We secluded ourselves with our company and decided to play 2-on-2, but who should we pair up with? Leon. He's the only one who's actually dressed appropriately. Samantha admitted that she wasn't good at this kind of thing. Leon and Sarah, on the other hand, were eager to get started. I couldn't call myself a professional basketball player, but I also had to play in physical education classes at my school before. Sometimes it was even good. The guys stared at me, waiting for our practice match to begin already. Yeah, I'm pairing up with Leon. Why are you even asking me? I didn't even read the thing. I don't care. In the UK, we have primary school years up to age 11, secondary school / high school, age 11 to 16. It then splits to 3 options. Okay. And this is like, you could do, see, in France, like université, or like a trade school, or like just start working. I don't know how it works in the UK. I shouldn't even pretend that I know. I decided to pair up with Leon, boys versus girls. Expectedly, we were outnumbered. The boy moved quickly around the field and scored well. But the girls weren't far behind either. Samantha was obviously new to the game, but strangely enough, she was very good at throwing into the ring. You mean like a hoop? Like a basketball hoop? She was generally strutting around the field as if she too had been waiting for a burst of energy for a long time. Strutting? The shy, quiet introvert is strutting? In the heat of battle, she made a pass to Samantha, and when she went on the attack and I got in her way, protecting our ring, she miscalculated her speed and flew into me at full throttle. We both flew to the floor. I cracked painfully, but Samantha was even worse. She looked down at me with a startled expression. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Olive, Ed, you're stronger than you look. Just got a little carried away. She rose clumsily and I followed. Leon whistled. You're not helping, bro. We continued on, even though it was a little while before the end of class. On the overall score, we would certainly have won by a decent margin had we let it. We would certainly have won by a decent margin had we let it. We would certainly have won if we had more points than the other team. What? But no one appeared to be upset. Everyone blushed and smiled stupidly at each other when we were told that the lesson was over and we could go to change. Way to go, bro. We beat each other's fists. Okay, if the language of your game isn't your first language and you're not really, really, really fluent, please find other translators. It's funny though, like I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun, but I don't think you want me to be laughing at it. I love it. I'm here for it, but like... Sorry, I'm an adult. We're picking up the tournament tomorrow. Picking it up. Joining? Participating? Playing in? College for more vocational subjects, e.g. creative media, apprenticeship, where you get a qualification with a workplace, and A-levels, which is more science, maths, English. Each of these two options are 2 years, or you could also choose to just stop education at this point. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's similar to a lot of things. We kind of have things similar in the States. I mean, most people just do college because that's what's thrust upon us, but trade schools are also a thing, which I guess is like apprenticeship. Post this as university for a BA degree, then the master's, etc., etc. Post that. Yeah, I have a BA. I love my BA. College and university are two very different things. Yes, technically we have those differences here as well. Like, we have college versus a university. I went to a university. But I know that there are certain places that are specifically college here, and they're supposed to be different. I don't know how they're different here. I just know that they technically are. But yeah, I have a BA from a university. And I don't know anything because I was educated in the States. We can try. We're pretty good at it. What teams will be there? I heard that any teams of 4, we could just play all of us together. There's just one small problem, a big one. His name's Grant. Sarah nodded toward the thug and his cohorts. We've already laid siege to him once. Why not do it again? You're an optimist. I'm in. After deciding on my plans for tomorrow, I headed to the locker room. These are really big lockers. Very generous. Everyone had already changed while we were discussing with our friends the plans for tomorrow. I was about to leave when I heard a familiar voice. And then there was a loud bang on the locker. I tiptoed over and peered behind the rows of lockers. If it's Nate again, I'm gonna be so mad. Yep, it's Nate. Sat there with his hands clasped together, Grant hovering over him. He was shaking some kind of sheet of paper in front of his face in rage. Oh, did you not get an A? You think I'm stupid? You gave me fake answers. You effed up my whole test. That's not cool. Open your mouth. Oh, you're gonna make him eat it? Okay, again, can I finally take out Grant? Can I finally take out Grant? Nate only sobbed quietly, covering his head with his hands. Grant had already punched the poor guy by the looks of it. Before I could do anything, Grant tore the sheet in multiple pieces, threw Nate's head back, and started shoving the paper right into his mouth and shoved it through with his hand. Finally, he kicked the guy in the stomach. In tears, he sprawled on the floor, spitting out scraps of paper, and ran toward the exit. Around the corner, he bumped into me and looked up with surprised eyes. Get out of here. I did as you advised, tried to fight back. Complained to Mr. Johnson, but he ignored it. Then this one made me decide for him, and I confused all the answers for him, only now it's worse. Nate, Get out. I never want to see you again. In tears, the guy ran out of the locker room. I certainly didn't expect such a reaction. I expected better of you, Mr. Creepy Johnson man. I certainly didn't expect him to take my advice like that. He got his head in the wrong place. Grant watched from a distance, but decided I'd had enough. He grinned smugly and continued to change. Talking to him was like talking to a wall of peas. So I hurried out into the hallway myself. A wall of peas. Ow, ow, ow! Upset the boy! Oh, I hate you. What's she doing here? Erica's mocking voice came from behind me. I see you've been watching me. Are you in love? Is there anything to fall in love with? The girl snorted, but appreciated the teasing. You know, I'll give you some advice. Don't try to help people like that. They can only help themselves. People like that? Are these people different to you? But it turns out I'm one of them too. You said it, not me. Go on, your friends are probably waiting for you. Have a nice lunch. Why are you talking to me? The girl waved her hand and walked past. I guess I'll never understand her, but some of what she said really pained me. My advice had only made Nate feel worse now, but I don't know. I mean, don't just stand by, or is that sometimes that's the right thing to do? What? At my course, we all just pulled out our various Nintendo consoles and drew on the walls and made memes for grades. Also, why is that man so muscular? I love that. I'm jealous. I wish that mine had also been like that chill and cool and fun. Actually, I loved school. I can't actually complain. I mean, there were moments. There were certain professors, but like, I liked school. Ah, yes, a wall of peas. Naturally. Why? What are your walls made of? Not peas? Peasant. I'm sorry, I'm joking. You're not a peasant. Beans. Oh, you got the beans upgrade. Wait, what's that? A baked bean. Sorry, I am really loopy today. I think it's because I had a lot of sugar last night. I had so much sugar last night and then slept for like 15 hours because I thought I was getting sick. And it was great because I literally came home from a gig, crashed, and then woke up just in time for a meeting that could have been an email. And then work. I mean, technically being British, I might actually be a peasant. I'm sorry. Am I bringing up, the social hierarchy that brings you pain? Or maybe you're secretly a noble. I mean, you're British. You have a higher chance of somehow having the blood of nobility in you. Maybe? When I got to the dining room, many people had already dispersed and the usual crowd was gone. I quickly looked for my friends at the oblong table. Why? I ordered myself some pasta and cutlet and joined them. Sorry it took so long. There's been a little incident. Oh, is everything okay? With me, yes, but I don't think that's important right now. Thoughtfully picked up a cutlet with my fork. How many cutlets did you get? But there is something I'd like to tell you about. I trust you all, so it's only fair that I share it with you. Oh, come on, I'm getting chills down my spine right now. Just tell me. Girls looked at me with fear and curiosity. I looked around for some reason. I was getting a little paranoid. Okay, Okay, as you all know, I was in a car accident with my brother recently, and he died. And I think it was premeditated murder. This is where you're coming... I thought you were going to talk about Nate. I mean, okay, sure, whatever. I expected some sort of reaction, but everyone looked at me dumbfounded, waiting for me to continue. Guys, I wanted drama. Look, surprised. Murder? What a nightmare. We don't have them in Sunlight City. Just because they aren't covered doesn't mean they don't exist. Don't interrupt, let him finish his story. Anyway, after I woke up, I talked to a policewoman, and she didn't believe me too much. She said it was just an accident, nothing more. She said she needed proof, but that car fled the scene of the accident and they can't find it on the cameras. And there are no cameras in the area, or they are broken. Something like that. And the worst part was that I was supposed to be sitting in that seat. Before the trip, Chris offered to let me drive his car to the pizzeria. Guys, I never got my pizza! I went through all of this! A dead brother and everything, and I still haven't had pizza. That's the real tragedy here. And I agreed, otherwise I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I involuntarily lowered my voice almost to a whisper, and then there was silence again. So he literally saved you from dying. Yeah, that's really creepy. What makes you so sure it was premeditated murder? Do you have any idea who it could be? I'm almost to the last part. Stop interrupting me, B-word. The cherry on the cake is that I got a phone call from a stranger the night before. You know, I thought I told you. Stranger? Oh yeah, I remember something like that. You said there was a threatening call from a hidden number? Yes, exactly. I didn't think of it too much at the time, but it might make sense now. Someone has a grudge against me, and now they're playing it however they want. Holy shiz, that's quite a story. If it's true, we have a killer, just like a real slasher. Oh my god, she looks way too excited. This is concerning. She is way too in that. My brother died! My brother died. I almost died. Can you, like, not right now? It's okay. I'll just go to the nearest lake and pull out a sword. That actually happened to one girl, and there was a genuine discussions on if she actually technically had the right to rule the kingdom. Not a joke, that actually happened. That is wild. I love it. I want a movie about her, because I hope she actually got to rule the kingdom. Zero screw nobility. Ah, I want midnight pizza, as you should. You should get that midnight pizza. Also, I am really bad about encouraging people to do literally anything. No, I feel that there's a part of me that, like, wishes I had a title. Just because then I could be like, you look down upon me, but I have a title, haha. But I don't think they did. The history of the nobility in France is, not exactly much of an alive one. So, I don't think my chances are very good. But again, girl, calm yourself, please. With a huff, and as if she, even with interest, said the Slayer. Wow. I mean, I could go over through the local lord. Yeah. Everyone needs a local lord. It's not a movie. There's nothing awesome about it. Terrible things are happening, so we'd better hope this is the end of it. Right? Can you not pray for my downfall? The creepiest part, it was like he knew what I was doing in my house at the moment. Sure, it could be a coincidence, but what if he knows where I live? Knows where we all live? Why are you roping them into it? Are you saying it's one of the students? Yeah, except you guys don't even know anyone here yet. Why would anyone be digging for you? Digging? Like digging my grave? If only I knew. And he knows my number. How did he get so much information? Unless it's someone from the police. I mean, they have that whole database there. Or from the hospital. There's personal information there too. Yeah, but I wasn't at the hospital yet. Alright guys, enough with the load. My head's about to explode. What does that even mean? And what, because you told us all this, you want us to help you find the killer? Yeah, I guess so. 4 heads are better than one. And you already have someone in mind? Who would wish you so badly? That's the tricky part. I just got here. I don't really know anyone except you guys. Which of you did it? My money would still be on Leon. But Mr. Johnson. Come to think of it, my entire list of acquaintances is you, Grant, Erica, Mr. Johnson, and that cop, that Elizabeth Reynolds. And Scarlett. Are you sure you didn't forget anyone? Who else? At least Nate and that nurse of yours. You said you two met. Oh, that's right, Nate. Are you serious? That doesn't make any sense anymore. What? Leon's right. If you follow the canons of most detectives and thrillers, the killer is most often the most unremarkable person. So Nate? Therefore, no one should be written off. Unless some wannabe judge is back. Who's the judge? She added in lower tones. Who's the judge? Samantha looked at her friend judgmentally. Are you the judge? You're the judge. Sarah's the judge. Samantha's the judge. Whatever. You have, like, basically the same names. She bit her tongue, but it was too late. I'd heard that nickname somewhere before. I'd heard it on the news, on the train. Who's that anyway? I've heard that name before. Sarah's favorite subject. Trust me, it's best not to get into it. It'll make you more paranoid. No, I still want to hear it. The girl leaned closer to me and spoke in a low voice as if it were some secret. The locals don't really like to remember or talk about it. Murders are exceptionally rare for our town. They were until one moment. Samantha rolled her eyes but moved closer to us to listen. Leon was eating a scone and tea. So are we in England? Scone and tea? Don't get me wrong, I love scones and I love tea, but like, we're supposed to be having lunch at a campus cafeteria, like, Americans don't do that. Generally speaking, that's not dining hall food. That's cafe food. We used to have a club. We used to go there to relax, hang out at discos. Club Studio 54? Once there was a crowd of drunken students celebrating the passing of the session. Class? Year? Finals? What's the session? Some guy came in wearing a neon suit, all dressed up. They laughed at him and started mocking him, saying why he's dressed up like that. Is he trying to steal their girls? Oh, so y'all felt threatened? There was a scuffle. A fight. The poor man fell down and was trampled by the crowd. When they realized that he was not moving or breathing, it was too late. No one wanted responsibility, so they just took it out and dumped it in the dumpster like some kind of trash, and came back as if nothing had happened. What the frick? Sarah took a breath, watching my reaction, but I listened intently, amazed at human stupidity and cruelty, and I waited for it to continue. But when the janitors cleaned out the bins in the morning, the body was gone. Turns out the guy was a last-ditch survivor. He got out of there and decided to massacre everyone. Honestly, fair. I support him. I do, I support him. Technically, I believe locally we are ruled by ancient councils that govern, then the nobility. I just have to get voted in, then move up the chain. Yeah, I believe in you, though. Just take over, just become the next ruler of the world. Or at least the UK. I just have to get the, sorry, it's definitely the butler. Yes, we are definitely in the colonies. Yeah! Like, what? I really am team disco guy. Instead of a conspicuous suit, he made himself a black, inconspicuous suit with a cape and put on a creepy white mask and armed himself with a long knife. Yeah, it's really inconspicuous. It looked like a kitchen knife, but it was longer, sharper, and rumored to have some obscure symbol. What, like a katana? And it had, like, kanji on it? He tracked down everyone who was in the club at the time, and he stabbed every one of them. No one was spared. He attacked mostly at night when the costume looked like a ghost. She is so into this. She is getting off on this. He wanted to frighten them so that they felt death approaching, and this fear accompanied them until their last breath. He was only stopped when he almost killed the last person on his list. One policeman was able to figure out his scheme and had to bait him. So someone lived. He put a full clip in him. The last man on his list did survive. However, the press didn't tell us who it was. Was it my brother? Was it me? Yeah, my brother. Like the identity of the cop who could stop the madness. That's how his story ended. That club is still open today, but hardly anyone goes there anymore. They're afraid. Interesting town you guys have here. That's all I can say. Like a sword? Definitely the colonies. Yeah, honestly, I believe you. So we're in the colonies. I still think that this game makes no sense. It's still fun. It's a wild ride. But was it my brother? Leon and Samantha also sat and listened intently for company, even though they should know the story by now. I also would like to point out, I've only been told that my brother's dead. We didn't see a body. We haven't discussed funeral arrangements or anything like that. Is my brother dead? Is he actually dead? Also, if he was like smashed to smithereens, they could be like, we had to cremate him, or oh, but it has to be a closed casket. Like, is he actually dead? I don't know if he's actually dead. It is what it is, but don't worry, it's in the past if it ever was. And he can't have anything to do with you, so it's a copycat at most, but it's just an urban legend. It's something everyone wants to forget as soon as possible so as not to tarnish the town's memory. He's the murderer! Or a revolutionary. Look, I'm here for it. Yep, so eager to forget that they put the story in the mainstream newspapers. Well, that's just a journalistic thing. Now finish your food before it gets cold. Okay, Mom. Went back to eating, digesting what I had heard as well. It sounded like some cheap tourist story. Did it really happen? But in light of recent events, I wasn't surprised at anything. We straightened up our lunch and rose from the table. Gentlemen and ladies, thank you for lunch. I am off to my fitness class. If you need anything, message me in the general chat room. Yeah, we had a good time. Thanks for sharing it with us. Thank you for the story. I'll see you guys tomorrow then. I don't know how the story helps, but come on. Thanks for the company, Max. See you tomorrow. We walked out of the building together, and the girls went home in different directions. I had a sudden thought. Why not go out with one of them? I didn't have any plans for the evening anyway, and this would be the perfect opportunity to unwind and take my time off my dark thoughts. Again! Your brother just died? You were in a what? Why do I have to choose one? Why can't I just go home? Why can't I go to the gym with Leon? Why are you limiting my choices to things I don't want to do? Leon Kennedy had a weird childhood. I bet. I don't want to walk either of them. Okay, I went with Samantha last time. I'll go with Sarah. I hate them both. Tell me more about murder. Decided to walk Sarah home. She was moving away from me fast, so I had to speed up to catch with her. When I equaled her, she didn't even notice me because of the music in her headphones. Maybe consider therapy. Stop getting some help, Max. Really? Truly. Like, Max, you're really weird and stupid. I don't understand you. Also, when do people start dying? Like, more than just my brother, who I'm not convinced is dead. I shook my hand in front of her face, and that's when she finally paid attention to me and pulled out her headphones. That actually reminded me, so the coworker who called me, there was one time I was walking to the school, and I always walk with headphones, and I just realized all of a sudden that there was someone walking next to me. And I was just kind of like, this is weird, this is weird. There's like room on the sidewalk. No one's really around. And I could just tell that there was someone next to me. And I was like, I don't like this. And so I like stopped and like looked up, and it was him. And I was just like, hi! He was like, hey, yeah, I saw you were like listening to your music or doing something, so I just like didn't want to interrupt. And then I was like, yeah, I could just tell that there was like a giant looming stranger walking next to me. And he just kind of went like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that then. I was like, yeah. I was raised like a girl, and I look like a girl. maybe don't do that. Like, immediately I was thinking, who's here, who's like about to attack me, who's being a creep, who's not being okay. He just didn't want to interrupt, but I'm just like, buddy, think of how that looks from my perspective. I was scared. Good God, exactly. Like, you can't do that to me or anyone like me. Just make your presence known. Challenge him to a duel. I would probably lose. But I will do that. Next time I see him, I will challenge him to a duel. What are you doing here? I thought you went home. I was going to, but I thought I'd walk you out first. You think I'm a killer? You're stalking me? She winked at me, seeing my embarrassment. I mean, you can talk more about killers, as long as you don't make it weird and intimate. I'm kidding. Of course, let's go. I don't live too far away. The right decision. What's that? Oh, I don't have to walk far. I chose well. That was... Okay. So, the only thing I listen to is K-pop. But I don't actually, like, care. I don't watch the interviews. I'm not a fanatic. I could not care less. But every once in a while, like, algorithms in showing me stuff, they'll think, because they hear my music, so they're just like, oh, you must want to hear about these people. I'm like, I don't. But every once in a while, they'll, like, show me things about idols. There was one story that I thought was very funny. It was that this kid auditioned for multiple companies, and some of them really big name companies, and he signed with this, like, kind of smaller, lesser known company just because it was the closest to where he lived. And then immediately after they signed, they switched locations of their offices. So I actually had to go farther. I was just like, I feel your pain, dude. I also am a lazy person. Good God, K-pop. Yeah, so that has been literally the only thing I've listened to for the past 12 years. So, like, before it was cool. Before everyone got really, really weird about it. Like, really weird about it. So now I feel weird saying, it's just like, yeah, that's literally the only thing I listen to, but please understand. Like, I always have to, like, justify of, like, but understand, I'm not like the people who like it now. I'm not one of the crazy fans. I don't know their names. I don't know their blood types. I don't know what they like or don't like. I couldn't care less. I just like the music. And specifically, I like the dancing. Like, that's the dance style that I like and am studying. So it's just like, ugh, fanatics have ruined my favorite thing, and I hate it so much. Even in my dance classes, I'll see everyone with their, like, shirts from, like, them going to the concerts, and I'll hear them just, like, freaking out about, like, the new song or different members, and I'm just in the back, like, can you please stop talking? I just would like to dance, please. I don't care about... I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I just used an iPod Classic. I modded to rock out. That's awesome. Wait, how do they know their blood types? Oh, that's a big thing. So in a lot of various cultures, including East Asian cultures, they believe that blood type is connected to personality type. So on, like, idol profile bios, they will typically list their blood type and their weight because they're forced to have eating disorders. It's a very healthy industry. Blood magic, yeah. Yeah, I forget, like, what the blood types mean of personality types, but they all, it's like a zodiac sign where it's like, oh, you're this, that means this thing about you. It's like, all right. I don't know about that, but all right. Can I ask you a question that's been on my mind for a long time? Sure, why not? That techno collar of yours, what else can it do but scare away bullies? Girl grinned, running her fingers over her device as if showing it off. In general, it's a multifunctional. You can stream music directly into headphones or without headphones, download data, perform calculations. It can connect to the internet. You can even use it to make calls if you need to. Plus, it's stylish. How? You don't have, like, a keyboard. What? I can't argue with that, but isn't it convenient to operate because you can't see anything? Do you have to take it off every time? No, I have customized special beeps for different functions that are sent to the earpiece. And you can use them to pick out everything you need by feel. You get used to it quickly, really. You're a real genius. I'm just learning. Oh, we're here. This is my house. See you tomorrow? Actually, what do you say you come visit me? Check out my humble abode. I don't want to. What can I say? This is the bomb. This is the best evening ever. I want to go home. Okay, I don't mind. I do. That's good. We walked up to the high-rise building and took the elevator. Slayer's apartment turned out to be a real geek's paradise. The whole wall was covered with figurines and posters of different characters. In the middle of the room, there were cans with energy drinks and sodas. Yeah, you specifically have Pepsi and Monster, and I doubt you have the clearance for that. Wait, okay. Oh, this is stuff literally just ripped from the internet. Alright, that looks like Deadpool. Is that... Looks like it says Jungle Book. I have no idea. I guess they remade that. Is this Mortal Kombat? Kind of looks like Mortal Kombat. This is too small, I can't tell. I can't tell. Oh, they're like at Ingles. Is that Iron Man? Pokemon? Something. Thor. Oh, that one glove Marvel thing. That kind of also looks like Iron Man, but it's probably not. The Star Wars things. Oh, that actually might be 7-Up. It's the color of Gatorade, but I think that logo is more like 7-Up. Elite? Oh, they're just that SpongeBob SquarePants. I can't tell, they're too tiny. That's hilarious. I doubt they have clearance for any of this. We have enough magic here in the Isles of Avalon to deal with that kind of magic. Good God, copyright. The true horror, truly. Yeah, I can't tell what these are either. Oh, I should be able to tell what this is. I can't though, dang it. Computer place with 2 monitors, large screen with powerful speakers, and a game console. Now, all fit in such a small room, which felt about half the size of mine. Despite the small space, it was very cozy. Yeah, I'm like, again, this seems good. Again, indoor AC. Got a nook perfect for the size of a bed. I would love to lay my room out like this. Can I do something like that? Maybe. I hate where my, whatever this is called, radiator, where my big radiator is, because I can't move that. And I would love to have this bed more up against the wall. Oh well. Anyway, I've been wanting to redo my room for a long time. I think I have it in the best configuration it could be, which makes me sad, because I don't like it. Just wow, so this is the den of our genius. Yeah, I tried. What do you think? It looks like it took a long time to set up the room like that. I like it. It is. I'm glad to hear it. I see you're a movie buff. Yeah, I think I might have guessed that before. I'm a movie buff, but mostly horrors, thrillers, and detectives. That's fair. Those are some really good genres. Always wanted to be in one of these. You must think I'm crazy. By the way, what's your favorite? Okay, that's actually, okay. So obviously horror, I love it. And yes, I am writing horror and gonna be in more horror, which is great. Dream role, not even kidding. I have a dream TV, could be movie, but like TV role that I really want. I want to play the dead prostitute that the cops have to solve my murder. That is a dream role for me. I've come close to playing it twice. Twice! I was submitted for being a dead prostitute, but I didn't book it either time, and I'm still very sad about it. Someday, the cops are gonna, the TV cops on the TV show of TV of fake, they're gonna find my dead prostitute body, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, we need to find out who's doing this, and it's gonna be great. Not at all. I like movies like that too. When I have free time, I watch them. Do you live alone? I don't like where this is going. Alone now. My parents are always away, and they have their own apartment, so they don't come here much. So I've made it my own. Beautiful. This is where your computer magic happens. You flatter me, but yeah. Working on something right now? I guess I could show you. It's my latest development. See, this program allows you to track a person's approximate location using their phone. Well, to be precise, it just tracks the phone. That already exists. Wow, you're a real hacker. Can you show me? Yeah, sure. Put your number in here. Well, here we go. After a small load, the program showed a map with Sarah's house and a bold dot on it. There, that's you. Not bad, right? It's unbelievable. I'm in shock. Thank you. I was spontaneously working on it, but maybe it'll do something to help catch this killer of yours. Only, I'd ask you not to tell anyone about this. It's not exactly legal, after all. Of course I'm silent. Speaking of movies, we can watch something if you want. I wouldn't say no, really. I'll take whatever you have to offer. There's a new installment of Texas Chainsaw that just came out. You guys are not caring a bit about copyright. We can watch it if you're not afraid. No way, I was just waiting for the moment to not watch it alone anyway. Play it. You make yourself comfortable, I'll get you some cookies. I want cookies. The girl waved at the cushions on the carpet. I grinned. You gonna eat to a movie like this? I'm in. Wait, what? I always eat while watching. Like, I can't just eat. I always watch something. I do tend to watch things that are, like, murdery. I guess I never thought about it. Great, do you want tea? How about coffee? Tea with sugar, if you please. Ugh. You take that tea straight. Got it, I'll get it right away. It's only a few minutes before the girl returned from the kitchen carrying 2 servings of tea and a bag of cookies. She plugged in the TV. It was unplugged? Why was it unplugged? Selected the movie she wanted to watch. What? I like to tinker with stuff. I'm literally that character archetype that rips apart objects and rewires stuff in seconds and gives it back to you with new functions. I love that. I could never be that person, but I marvel. I marvel at people who can do that. Wow, that's a pretty great bucket list. Thank you. Thank you. I really want to live my dream. For example, my iPod is 1 terabyte and I'm working on a custom iPhone. Ooh, that's awesome. I don't have the brain for it. We sat down on couches right on the carpet in the middle of the room. Sarah poured cookies into a vase and set them on a small table in front of us. The movie itself started. Okay. The cookies crunched. The tea was hot and delicious. For the first time in a long time, I allowed myself to relax. I want tea and cookies now. Oh, level up Pixie! Thank you for the raid. Here, let me give you a shout out. How are you doing? Oh, I'm not logged in on slobs. One sec. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? What were you playing? The Fae are invading. I welcome the Fae.
Listen. Everybody in the Lion King was hot. Okay?
In the cartoon?
I don't make the rules.
Or the live cause so the cartoon. Okay. I am not one to judge. I wish you the best with your Lion King characters. We are a judgment-free zone. Like what you like, as long as everyone involved is a consenting adult. Like, you get that lion. Pixie Pack is here to do bubblegum and share the love. We're all bubblegum. Ah, Becca, hi! I love that phrase. Aaron, hello! Orca, hello. I love this. I love this message. It's very cute. But yes, God, not this one. Please, I love it. Pixie getting called out. Thank you so much. Always, always. Hi, gay. Hi. Hello. Finally home. Yes, welcome home. How were all the things? How are you feeling? Another person in the UK area. Thanks for the welcome. How's stream going so far? Game looks interesting. Is it horror? Yes. I think this game is trying to be Doki Doki Literature Club. Kind of visual novel. It's very weird. It is poorly translated to the point that I think it's hilarious. It's so confusing. They keep calling it a university, but it's a high school. I have only seen one class. I'll go to my math class and then it's lunch. I had to actually do a math test. It's so weird. But yeah, it's a weird one. I'm sorry, did I miss, how was your stream? What were you playing? Poorly translated, amazing. It's so good. We have narrowed it down to the colonies. Yes. Yes. We're thinking that this is set in the colonies. Because there are too many things that just don't make sense with where it might be pretending to be. Math, oh no. Yeah, I will say, I got a perfect score, but it was hard and I didn't expect it. And so I was very upset that all of a sudden it was like, oh no, it's your first day of class and you have a pop quiz that you, the player, actually have to take. Like, what? Math is my worst nightmare, to be honest. See, I like math, I'm just not good at it. Bestie, I have a music degree. I'm basically illiterate. I can count to 16 on a good day. I'm sorry, music. 32? There are 30-second notes. You should know what that number is. Math is the true horror. Oh, true. I'm sorry, did I out-music you? For my long ago era of pretending I was a musician. It's fine. You do more guitar-y stuff. I do violin and percussion. Like, percussion has those 30-second notes. Oh yeah, I'm trying to do voice now. Voice kind of does 30-second notes. Just pick up notes. Stream is great, thank you. We are playing Chicory. It's an Undertale-esque RPG where you can use a paintbrush to color and solve puzzles. That sounds so cute. I love it. I love Grey Girl Games, composer of hit short movie Yes Mother, no! I did compose. How dare you? Oh, that was fun to do, but I cringe every time I hear it, because I'm like, no. Which we are still making a feature, hopefully next year. We're just all too busy right now. And I will be hitting you up at some point. Listen, it was good, thank you! Oh, actually, I will be hitting you at some point because I want to make, eventually, a pitch deck, to make a game, and I assume also then you for music. So, at some point, I will work with you! I'll do it! I'll do it! I'll make Shia LaBeouf proud of me. Gotta get going to bed. Oh, yeah, go sleep! Anyone from the raid, or who wasn't even part of the raid, but anyone who needs sleep, food, bathroom, anything, please go do. Thanks so much for the warm welcome. Hope stream goes well. Thank you! Thank you again for the raid! Yay! I love that you're like, I will work with you, and we've literally done an entire season of a podcast together. Yes, we have, and I still need to edit, because I said I was gonna cover editing. It's on my to-do list. I had to switch. I got the gig as an assistant stage manager to an opera right now, which meant everything else I got scheduled I had to like shove around it. So my schedule is, you know, as always, a dumpster fire. But it's a little bit calmer this week. And next week? No, next week I do double shifts. And then after that, we're in tech. And then after that are shows. But then after that, sleep can have me when it earns me. I like that. I like that. That's okay. Thank you. Horror movies, and I did love horror movies. And I've watched past installments of this movie as well. But this one was new to me. See, this is a great sentence. No notes. There was a lot of dismemberment, meat and blood. Okay, in-game, we're watching a Texas Chainsaw game because they don't care about copyrights. For explanation. But Sarah gulped down the cookies with such gusto that I felt like we were watching a normal family movie. I mean, you are. It's just a family that murders a lot of people. The family that slays together stays together. What can I say? I myself was able to snack comfortably regardless of what was happening on the screen. I guess I'm just not a very impressionable person. Okay? Love that. Same. Or maybe I'd already watched too much of it. When the maniac and the creepy human skin mask showed up and the massacre began, though, Sarah moved closer to me. No! Oh yeah, they're really trying to have me pick between this girl and another girl, and I hate them both, and I don't care. Even though we were sitting close. Is she scared? Even though she loves horror movies, is she still scared of them? I hesitated and moved towards her. The tea was finished and we set the mugs down on the table. Our legs bent at the knees in front of us touched. I don't care! When does the murder start? She leaned her head on my shoulder. I have known you for technically 4 days, but 3 of those days I was in a coma. And my brother is dead. Like, I slid my arm behind her back and put my arm around her waist. I pulled her against me. She settled on my shoulder and turned. I felt her warmth. I hate this. Here we go. She whispered, not taking her eyes off the view. If she likes it, I don't mind at all. I was getting more and more impressed with this girl every time. What? One thing I do know is that I enjoy the hell out of being around her, and we have a lot of the same interests. No matter what happened next, I was truly happy now. Is she gonna die next? In this position, leaning against each other, we finished the movie. She flinched a few times at the screamers. And to tell you the truth, I sometimes flinched myself. It was a normal body reaction. When the credits rolled, she tousled my hair and smiled, pulling away. Oh, is this game gonna get weirdly sexual again? I hate it. What did you think of the movie? I thought it was great except for there was a person on me. The horror, dating. Where's Severin when I need him? Literally, God, I love Severin. Severin's random appearance at the end of Dragon Age 2. Loved that. You know, at least there's tea. There was tea. I could go for some tea right now, actually. I love that you're playing a dating sim and you're like, absolutely no romance in my hallways. Yes! Yes! It was a normal body reaction, right? Like, what are you talking about? The flinching or like... I hate it. Well, they're not giving me an option not to choose one of the girls. Literally, they're just like, who do you want to sit next to? And it's only one of them. And like, where's the option to leave? Where's the option to walk away? Severin is in every game, you just don't know it yet. I love that though, that makes me so happy. Severin is literally, he was my favorite character in the first game. I don't know who my favorite in the second game was. I do love Varric. I also screamed when I saw that Varric is still with me in the third game, which I will post on Friday. On Friday, I will resume uploads. I haven't had time to record anything. I'm so sorry, Fallout. The movie, ahem, it was great. We should do it again sometime if you don't mind. I do mind! Sure, I'll be waiting. Don't wait. I got up and cleaned myself up. What are you cleaning? I almost forgot. Give me your phone. Why? Have you forgotten yourself already? Your hidden calls. I'll install a program that can trace the caller if it happens again. Thank you. Let's go back to the murder. Man, I really forgot. Helping me out. Here you go. The girl took my phone and connected it to the computer with a wire. If this works out, we might be able to get more personal information about him than just a number. Yeah, it's done. What are you cleaning? What are you cleaning? Right? Like, what is this? That's it? Yeah, I put my number in there too in case you need it. I don't. I'll be deleting that. The friend winked and handed the smartphone back. So independent. Oh, it's getting dark. I think I'll go home. I'll see you at uni tomorrow. Of course, see you tomorrow then. Thanks for walking me out, and for everything else. Thank you for inviting me. I got dressed. What? When did I undress? What? I got ready to go out, but Sarah stopped me in the doorway. Did I miss a whole section? And you take care of yourself, okay? I'll be fine, don't worry. Again, I just woke up from a 3-day coma from a car crash where my brother died. I'll be fine, don't worry. I smiled and went outside. The frosty evening air was invigorating. I wandered toward home, digesting my spontaneous visit to my classmate. Not the cookies and the tea. Honestly, congrats on getting dressed, King. Yeah, it's hard. Today I definitely went to rehearsal just in sweats. And the day before that, I had like fleece leggings and like a sweater dress. It's not worth it. There are times where it's like, oh, I want to look cute and like look put together. I see everyone else looks so good. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm like, Sarah is so worried about me. I wonder if there's a reason. I hadn't really thought about it myself before. You just said that you are being targeted by a killer. Yes, there's a reason. You just asked your friends for help because you think that there's someone trying to kill you. Did you forget that? If my hunch was right and the killer really wanted me, then walking down dark alleys wasn't a good idea. And for some reason, I'm only now starting to realize that. Yeah! Yeah! Mood, huh? Yeah, okay, so, brief summary of this game. My parents, in this, divorced. I had a brother. Brother stayed with dad. I went with mom to LA. Mom died, so I'm moving back to my childhood home area. Not my home, but the childhood area. Brother met me at the train station, was like, BT Dub's dad died. So now it's just the two of us. Then on, like, my first day there, my first full day there, where I go to school, brother picks me up afterwards and immediately is killed in a car accident, and I'm then in a coma for 3 days. So I've just woken up from a 3-day coma. This is all happening so fast. But before the car accident, I got a mysterious phone call that was, like, from a hidden number that was just like, if you hang up on me, I'm gonna start killing people you love. And then the killer hung up on me, but somehow it still counted. So I saw the car, like, hit and kill my brother in the car accident I was in. And I'm just like, oh, that's targeted. I think someone's trying to kill me. And so here we are, now trying to pick which girl to date. Like, what? This boy is weird and stupid. Oh, hi, Nate. And Nate is being forced to lick tables because he's being bullied. Oh, brilliant. Love that. Yeah, this game is something. Nate shivered from the cold as he walked briskly across the street. It was still evening, but it was already dark as the night wore on. Why are you outside? Where is your coat? Are you gonna kill me, or are you going to be killed? I hope you're not killed, because you're really nice. I actually would approve of you being the killer, because you've been bullied so much. Only a couple of streetlights illuminated the whole street. The rest of them simply didn't work or flickered weakly. He turned down an alley to take a shortcut to the police station. Okay. Today was the last straw. He decided to file a report against his abusers. Yes! As you should. Stop letting them force you to lick a table. They should be able to help him. He saw no other way out of the situation. Also, wait, how do I know all of this? So quiet on the street at this time, as if the whole city were asleep. But suddenly, amidst the silence, rhythmic footsteps were heard. They sounded in time with Nate's footsteps. Is Nate about to die? Yes, King. I like Nate. I really hope he's not about to die, but I feel like we're about to watch him die. He stopped. Footsteps stopped too. There was no one around, though it was hard to make out anything in the darkness. The alley was lit only by the faint neon lights in the moon. Come on, Nate. Nate fixed his glasses, looked around, and moved on. The footsteps resumed again, sounding like they were right behind him. Is this from Nate's perspective? Like, are we Nate now? This is a weird perspective. His heart pounded harder. He stopped again and turned around sharply. I feel like this is, like, third-person narrator. Like, omniscient. No one! Alright, let's get to the destination, otherwise his heart would jump out of his chest. He decided to run until he was in the light. He ran forward quickly. Oh, he's about to die. Oh, Jesus! He is absolutely about to die! Just then a figure emerged from behind a garbage can, into which he flew at full speed and fell to the ground, shattering his knees. My glasses flew off my nose, everything blurred before my eyes, something white loomed ahead, and now we're first-person Nate's perspective. Okay. Oh no, right? Like, Nate, no, you deserve better. I want a Nate redemption. Hello, everyone. Hi, how are you? Good God, it's not third person or first. It's the second person's perspective. It's so weird. And now it's, like, pick. Excuse me, my glasses fell off. I can't see anything. Can you help me? Okay, Velma. The blurred figure did not budge. The surface was cold and hard to touch, but at last the trotting succeeded, and the fellow raised his dirty glasses. Pulling them over his eyes, he jerked back. In front of him stood a tall man in a black suit with a white, terrifying mask. See, this is where you should have had, like, here's where you should have had the thing pop up, not before. Sorry, I didn't see you. Can I go now? They're waiting for me at home. The guy mumbled, wanting only to get as far away from the stranger as possible, but he didn't move. I'm just gonna go, okay? I'm letting a game update. Ooh, what game? Okay, also, I'm sorry, this blade was, like, in the loading screen. This is straight up the Vorpal blade from Alice. Like, this is straight up the Vorpal blade. They also had very Alice-y music playing when they were showing it in the loading screen. Like, this is the Vorpal blade. Straight up, literally. Like, this game does not care about copyright infringement. Playing Spider-Man on PS4. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, that game, I've heard a lot of good things. It looks good. Nate pulled back. He lowered his gaze and took a closer look at the stranger. Something glinted in his hand, something sharp and long. Oh my God, you're an Alice fan too? Nice cosplay. The knife. Nate opened his mouth in horror and wanted to run away, but his legs felt like lead. Aw, Nate. Nate. Also, love that it switched perspective again. We are through the looking glass now, folks. Literally. What is this? Aww. Help somebody. I wish, buddy. I really liked you. Nate screamed as loud as he could, and then out of his daze, he ran in the opposite direction. But the mysterious figure easily threw a knife that instantly caught up and plunged into the boy's back, cutting through clothing and flesh. Ah! The guy's scream turned into a wheeze, blood spurting from his mouth. The attacker pulled out a knife and kicked Nate in the back. He fell to the ground. Pulled out another knife or pulled the knife out from... I don't know. Oh, great! First blood! Why did it have to be Nate? Could I have done something differently? Precious baby Nate, truly... I'm sorry, why was it little, like, pring? Like, yay! No! Nate was one of the good ones! Most of people in this game suck. This game is breaking copyright laws. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, you should have seen we were just in someone's apartment, literally, like, just straight up posters ripped from different things. Too late for copyright laws now. We're in uncharted territory now, crew, right? The sound effect, literally, what was that choice? What was that? I was somewhere not far from the house when I heard screaming from a neighboring alley. And it wasn't the drunken screams of some raging drunk. It was the screams of someone being murdered. I love this game. Even though I'm really mad, I loved Nate. Do I have to help everyone at all times? God, all these murder. When have you helped anyone from being murdered? You've tried to intervene sometimes with other things, sure, but like, for murder? In light of recent events, it is almost contraindicated? Contraindicated for me to get involved in such ventures? What? Curiosity got the best of me and I jumped up and down. I found myself in narrow neon-lit alleys where there was not a soul in sight. Like Nate's soul? Because his soul has left his body? The screams died down as suddenly as they had come. It was hard to say what it was that attracted me to them, but I thought I'd heard that voice somewhere before. As I rounded the corner, I realized where that voice was familiar from. Nate, he was lying in a pool of blood on the ground. Is this a horror game? Yes. 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 It's, I think, like, the category of Doki Doki Literature Club. I think. But it's taken a long time to get to the murders. What's with the British alleyway background? No. I don't know. I mean, I love this lighting. But, like, I could not tell you. Nate. Mutilated. His face cut up. No. But there was no doubt it was him. His glasses were lying around his backpack. I, though being used to horror movies and horror games, experienced a real attack of terror. Well, yeah, it's different if you see it in real life. It was as if my breath had run out and I began to gasp for air. Breathe, Max, breathe. I pinched myself. Hell yeah, this is really happening. My classmate, who we were still talking to today, is lying dead a couple blocks from my house in a dark alley. I involuntarily remembered the last time we parted ways. God, Nate, what on earth were you doing here at a time like this? We need to call the cops right away. Officer Elizabeth, she's got to help me. What if that psychopath is still here? With trembling fingers, I pulled out my phone and tried to unlock it. It's been dead all day. I've got to get out of here and fast. As I ran out of the confined space, I was ducking every shadow, and there were plenty of them. What? To be honest, this game doesn't feel very scary. It's not. It's not. I mean, no, visual novels are never scary. Well, anyway, about that math test, right? UK politics in one message. Yes. Where are you, sunlight, when I need you so badly? Why can't it be daytime? In a fit of adrenaline, I thought I'd look up the name and number of these alleys. Okay? Then I ran home without stopping. Weren't you right by a police station? Wasn't Nate right by a police station? You ran home. You ran all the way home? I mean, I know you said you lived nearby, but like, look, a cab all the way for sure, but like, what? Surprise passersby. So you're even passing by people who probably have a phone that's functioning and you're not calling for an ambulance? Okay, I didn't care about that now. I didn't care about helping. I ran up the stairs and locked myself in the apartment. I felt better mentally. I tried to catch my breath and my heart was still ready to jump out of my chest. Wait. Are you not gonna actually call someone? Meaning, you just left your DNA on a freshly dead body, and people saw you fleeing the scene of a freshly dead body. You are so stupid. If you do not call for help right now, honestly, they're gonna question why you fled, but like, Max, you're really stupid. Feels like this game is making fun of horror more than anything else. No, I think that it's just not a very well-made game. It's very fun. I'm liking it. It's just not great. And also English is very much not their first language, which I think is, like, hindering them a little bit. I am begging game writers to have the script in front of you as you're writing so you can reference what you just said. But also just left the dead body of your friend, right? Right? Yeah, I think that this is really, like, they wrote the script in their language and then just, like, I don't know if they paid a translator or they just ran it through Google Translate, but there's some stuff that's, like, not working. Maybe true friends were the murderers we helped along the way. You know what? You're right. Honestly, if this is gonna be a dating sim, maybe I can date the killer. I mean, he killed my brother, but, like, what's past is past. I forced myself to quickly undress. Why do you have to undress? My friend just died. Oh my god, gotta get naked. Put the phone on charge and spam the power button until finally the screen lit up. Why did you need to undress? As a treat. I dialed Elizabeth Reynolds' number and waited, pacing back and forth across the room. Also, why are you calling specifically that one officer's number? Why don't you just call 911? The woman answered much more quickly this time, apparently still in bed. Hello, Max, it's you again. He killed a man. Now you're gonna believe me? Max, that's not... I saw it with my own eyes. He killed my classmate Nate, turned him into mincemeat. Max, you're so stupid. You're so stupid. Well, all I'm saying is Zev was an assassin. You're not wrong. I mean, if it's Zev, I know who I'm dating. To be honest, I'm enjoying you playing the game more than the game itself. Thank you. I'll take it. This game is an experience. That police officer is a child. Oh! Yes, she is. Also, you should see the nurse. Because there was a nurse taking care of me when I was in a coma. Whose outfit does not match the code. This god. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's do it again, but slow down. Who killed who? That killer! He killed Chris, and now he's killed my classmate. So you were just passing through? How did you find out about it? Strangely enough, yes! No, you heard screams! You were not just passing through, you heard someone screaming. You don't believe me again? Then go and see for yourself. You can go right now. Again, you're not helping yourself. You're not helping your case. I shouted out the address of that alley. Why are you shouting it? Even though I'm skeptical of what you're saying, something clearly made an impression on you. I'm gonna go check this place out. I'm reporting a dead body. Yeah, okay, just be careful. She's a cop. Don't worry, kid. I know my job. If there's someone out there, they're gonna be in trouble. Okay, I believe you. You can call me back when you've checked it out. Sure, I'll be in touch. Okay. She hung up. I didn't feel much better. What if she gets killed out there? She's a cop. She should be trained. Gigi, you're super cool, Melody. Hi. This game is breaking me. How are you? I don't think she's a real cop. I don't think she is either. She's not. She doesn't seem great. She's wearing a miniskirt. Why are you wearing a miniskirt? It wasn't like I'd been killed, though. This was all so strange. Why aren't I dead? I looked out the window, watching the midnight city below. It had happened so close to me. Yeah, and it was someone you knew who shouldn't have been killed. But the windows unfortunately faced the other way. Dang, I can't look at the dead body of my classmate. The bell rang quickly. I even flinched in surprise. The bell? Is your doorbell ringing? A little over 10 minutes had passed. The officer's voice was cold to touch. Oh, your phone is ringing. Your ringtone. Okay. That's a common reaction to many games you play. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. I need this entire script in one Word document, then I want to email it to your mother. My mom would have so many thoughts. Do they live in a city? I mean, it's called a city, and they're trying to pretend it's a city, but also then they act like it's a small town where nothing happens. I don't think this game at any point decided what it actually wanted to be. I think they looked at all the different options and they just kind of went yes. And so because like they're saying that it's university, but it's straight up a high school. Half of the characters are wearing a school uniform and the other half aren't. Like, I don't think they made any actual decisions. I think they were just like, throw it all in. The city, TM. I'm checking to see if the game is breaking more copyright laws. Oh, it's breaking so many of them. I love it. All adds up. It's in Night Vale. Oh, I've heard of Night Vale. I've worked with the kids there. The kids who wrote that book. I think I did like a stock signing with them, right? Because Welcome to Night Vale, that's like a podcast that they turned into a book. Yeah, I've never actually checked it out. But I seem to recall the people being very nice. What does the officer have to say? You know, Max, I don't know what kind of game you're playing, but if that's like the kind of joke you're playing, it's not funny at all. Oh my god, is Nate's body gone? Big old podcast. Oh, okay. It's my hometown. You live in Night Vale? What are you? Are you a human or not? Are you soulless? IRL? I wonder what could have prevented this, right? It wouldn't have been like getting help immediately or hollering to any of the passers-by. No, instead I had to run home and get naked. What's the joke? Are you guys kidding me? Are you in place? Yes, I came to the address you gave me. And look, there's one right down the aisle. I've been all the way down the alley. There's nothing and no one here. How not? Nate, a guy in my group, he had his glasses, his backpack. They were right next to the body. I repeat, there's no body here. No blood, no glasses, nothing. But he was lying right there. I swear to you. Oh, false calls to police officers are also punishable. I feel like you would be able, from like my level of emotional distress that I assume I am in, be able to ensure like this isn't a false call. Like maybe there's something mentally wrong with me, but like, babes. I mean, again, you are a cop, so you know. I don't expect you to know that. I'm not lying, and I'm not crazy. If you can't help me, I'll do it myself. I'll solve these murders all on my own. I hung up the phone angrily, not waiting for an answer. She didn't believe me at all. What would I do if I were her? Probably go back to bed. Probably wouldn't have believed it either. So this ghoul hid the body? But why? That jerk's just playing with me. My fright was replaced by irritation and anger. I just went to bed. I wanted to tell my friends in the general chat room, but for some reason, I didn't dare. I'll wait till tomorrow. Will they believe me? They probably will. I curled up in bed. I couldn't get the picture of Nate shredded in a pool of his own blood out of my head. Whoever it was, they must have acted for sure. As I drifted off to sleep, the phone rang again. I thought it might be Elizabeth finding the body and calling to apologize. Or a friend. I bet it's not. Ah, knife crime. It truly is the colonies. But the number was hidden, just like the other day. Is it the killer? Am I going to trace his call? I remembered the spy program Sarah had installed for me. After a little hesitation, I picked up the phone. Hello? Did you get my message? Is that you again? What do you want from me? Payback. Soon you will pay for everything. What? Okay, what did Chris do to you? Why are you doing this to him? He's already dead. What do you mean doing as in present tense? Your brother? Now that was really an unfortunate accident. I had hoped to deal with you quickly, but since fate saved you, I decided to make the most of it. First you will see the death of all your friends, and then at the very moment you're not looking forward to it, I will finish you off. Hot. You know, try it. Your words don't make any sense. I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna avenge what you did to Chris. You'll rot in prison for the rest of your life knowing you lost. Loud words. I think they meant to say bold words. Loud words. I like them. So you're in the game. I'll see you soon, Max. The stranger hung up. Got you. Tomorrow I'll give the phone to Sarah, who sometimes spells her name with an H and sometimes doesn't. She'll get his number, maybe some more information. But even with the number, I'm sure we can find a way to trace it. You can't get away with it now. After the mysterious call, I couldn't sleep for a long time. Adrenaline was bubbling inside. Could have slept fine if I, just seeing the murder of a friend of mine, but now this phone call. Literally chanting my body to get up and do something. All the fatigue I'd accumulated during the day evaporated in an instant. Again! You woke up from a 3-day coma this morning. What energy did you have? God, I'm looking forward to Halloween. I am too. I have no time to prepare for it, but I need to prepare for it. I'm sewing a really crappy costume for it. An equally opportunity killer. At least they are open-minded. That's true. That's true. Honestly, good for them. I feel like this game has a very bad translation. Oh yeah, it's not good at all. But I love it because it makes it really funny. When I was about to fall asleep again, there was a sound in the kitchen. A floorboard creaked. I listened. No, everything seems quiet. I exhaled, and then again, squeak. No, I've definitely heard it now. I got up carefully. As quietly as possible, I got off the bed and walked slowly in the direction of the sounds, trying not to make myself noticeable. Could it have just been the wind in the windows? No, I obviously heard something inside the apartment. Or maybe my paranoia had gotten to such an extent. Without turning on the light. Why wouldn't you turn on the light? I peered cautiously into the kitchen. I didn't see anyone. I tiptoed over to the table and pulled the knife out of its stand. Immediately, I noticed the stand. One knife was missing, so I was right after all. So turn on the light! I looked around but didn't see anything. Then I turned my attention to the refrigerator. Is the killer in the fridge? I looked up and was stunned. There was a large, dark figure on top of it? I quickly ran toward the exit and the light switch. Flicked it on and looked at the old place. It was a shelf! A hinged shelf above the refrigerator. I exhaled noisily, amazed at my paranoia. But a second later, there was that squeak again. This time it was right behind me. Oh, hey! I was paralyzed with terror. I just couldn't bring myself to turn around. Was this it? Had I lost? Again, by having the person pop up before the text reveals that it's the person, kind of ruins the surprise. I started to turn slowly, and I immediately felt a piercing pain in my back. The knife had gone in deep, lodged between my vertebrae. Okay, then you can't walk. I could neither scream nor move. I could only feel the unbearable, paralyzing pain in the torn flesh. Oh, is this a nightmare? With a scream, I sat down on the floor. In my dream, I had fallen out of bed and was lying on the bare, hard floor, covered in sweat. Okay, that makes sense now. What will I be live streaming for Halloween? Alien Isolation on Nightmare Mode. I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna last long. I'm probably gonna switch games pretty quickly. I love the background music sounding like they just started hitting random notes, right? See, this is why you have automated turrets in your apartment. Oh my god, please. Please, that would be great. Yes, yes, yes. I am very excited. Baka, what are you doing? What are, all y'all streamers, what you doing? What are your plans? Or not streaming. In general, what are your plans? I looked up and was stunned. The killer had taken my last can of Pepsi. What a sick bastard. Yes. I wish I had soda right now. I just have water, which is probably the healthy choice, but who cares about that? You don't know. I mean, I'm willing to do. I know I need to do the nightmare at some point because that's what like my charity thing, the December Dash, unlocked. So I need to do that. But I mean, if there's like a spooky co-op, I'd be down. I think I get home that day at like 6-ish. Sorry, I'm trying to look at my calendar. Brain no work, good. Yeah, I should be home like maybe 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. The dream, it felt so real. I went to bed, but I couldn't fall asleep. I tossed and turned until the alarm clock rang in the morning. I rearranged it several times as that was the exact time I fell asleep. How ironic. On the 10th time I managed to get up. What? I had to eat breakfast in a hurry and run out to the university. Expectedly, I was late for my first class. I had to apologize to Mr. Johnson and take the empty desk. Oddly enough, there was almost no drowsiness at all. Maybe yesterday's adrenaline had somehow carried over to today? Nate was obviously not in attendance. Even Mr. Johnson had marked him absent, which was apparently a rarity, but I knew where he is. I knew where he I don't know where, but I knew was with him. And this would be a big help to me right now. Yes, Elizabeth? I wanted to share the news with the guys as soon as possible, and since I couldn't do it before class, as soon as the bell rang for recess. Again, recess! Are we in a university, or are we not? I literally dragged everyone out into the hallway before they scattered. Hey, good morning to you too. I see someone got up on the wrong side of the bed. Murder. I come to you with news. Shh, I come to you with news. Answer me these riddles 3. Oh my god. I'll have a look. I know we have We Were Here expeditions, but I'm not sure if it's spooky. I knew where he. So true, bestie. Right? Definitely Night Vale. I need to get in on Night Vale. Good god, math riddles. Which of our classmates did I see die? Answer this riddle before I... It doesn't have to make sense. We've seen it does not have to be logical in any way. I'm gonna be playing Persona 5 Royal for Halloween because it's dark. Oh, very nice. That should be fun. One of us only tells lies. That is a riddle that I know that like so many things have done. They've copied the I only tell the truth, I only tell lies. And they're just like, oh, all you have to do is ask this kind of question. And I'm just like, I don't understand it. I've like tried to break it down so many times and I don't understand it. One of us only tells lies. Yeah, like what? What? Is it urgent? Yeah, Nate's dead. Exactly. Is it urgent? Exactly. I don't know how to soften it, so I'm just gonna say it. Nate's dead. Oh, come on, it's not funny anymore. This can't be serious, can you? Samantha only flapped her eyes fearfully. I'm dead serious right now. I don't want to believe it myself, but I saw it with my own eyes yesterday. What did you see? Sarah seemed to be the only one taking me seriously right now. Leon thought it was a joke, and Samantha turned white and stared silently. I mean, let's face it, she is white. Okay, well, I'll tell you what happened. I was coming home at night. I heard a scream in the alley. I went to check it out. Well, well, well. Slow down. Not whoa, whoa, whoa. So after we talked last night about there possibly being a killer in town, You went to a dark alley because you heard a scream? Just pointing out how stupid you are, and I'm here for it. Ale! Are you okay? What? Leon's right, you shouldn't have. Oh, come on, let the man finish his story, and then you can judge him. So, I found a man in a pool of blood at the scene. He was cut all over, face, body, but it was definitely Nate. His stuff was lying around. It was probably done with a big knife. I paused, remembering everything in detail so I wouldn't miss something important. You called the police right away, didn't you? About that, I just went home and took off all my clothes. Wait, check Twitter? Ooh, check Twitter. Okay, God, I love flapping my eyes, right? Like, what is this game? I love this game so much. I feel like this game is just being dark and funny. It's hilarious. This is an absolutely hilarious game. Yes! Yes! Sorry, that's my favorite clip. Mule Cat sent me the, clip from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World where the roommate answers the door and it's just like, oh, Scott's not here right now, and you just see Scott dive through the window in the background. I wanted to, but my cell phone was dead. I memorized the address and ran home. I called an officer I knew. And now for the best part. I gave her the address, told her everything as it happened, and when she got there, the body was gone. It was gone. Naturally, she didn't believe me. That's why I have no one else to tell but you. And now I just don't know what to do next. Yeah, things are going very badly. And after all that, I got another call from the killer, and again, a hidden number. What did he say this time? It's nothing new. He was trying to scare me. Said Chris died by mistake, but since he did, he will play me, and he's gonna kill everyone around me than me. Oh yeah, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Why are you into this? Well, I hope so. The program you put in for the ID, how exactly does it work? Did she put some kind of program in there for you too? Yeah, she just wants to help fight the killer. Actually, it should have picked up the call automatically, but now I'm gonna need your phone to decrypt it. I'll have to do a little work at home. Might take a day or two. I hope that's not a problem. You're taking my phone. The second I need that phone again, we're gonna have a problem. Yes, it turns out she's not even a cop, right? Well, actually, maybe she's the killer. Maybe she's the killer. Maybe everyone in this game is a killer until they get killed, and then they're not the killer. Maybe I'm the killer.
Hello!
Hi. How are you? 31 months? That is wild. I love you. How have you been? I love your sweater vest. Thank you. I literally just got it in the mail today. And so I had to take it off and immediately put it on without washing, but I was too excited, so I don't care. I'm obsessed. Ah! God, I love Fatal Frame. I need to replay that. I want it. I thrifted it. But the brand, oh my God, I'm like ripping out my own hair. The brand, I remember the brand name being cute. What is the brand? Come to me! Nana. N-A-A-N-A-A. Nana. Hydrate. Oh, thank you. I should be drinking more water. I was definitely dehydrated today. I know that my hair is screwed up and I don't know how. Nana. Yes. Now I look for sweater vests on ThredUp. Yes, that's literally where I bought it. And I think they had another, well, they had another sweater vest that was this brand, but it was different. Because I ended up getting this one instead. But they also might have more of this one. You never know. How are you though? Actually, how am I gonna connect with someone at this time? Who might you need to contact? The police? The police when I inevitably find another dead body? I don't know, what if something happens? In light of recent events, it's better to have a connection on hand. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'll give you my phone just to keep in touch, and you give me yours. I have a lot of devices, and I can live without one phone. How many phones do you have? Just don't look at anything, and I won't look at anything from you, okay? I don't know if I would. It's not like I really have anything scandalous on my phone, but just like the thought of someone having access to my phone and everything on it. More so, I just wouldn't want them to put anything weird on it. What do you got there? A lot of nudes? Can I get someone's phone too? Samantha? I think I'll pass. It's not funny. Alright, I'll take it. I just need it for communications, so I won't see anything I don't need to see. That's settled. I trust you, unlike him. We solemnly exchanged devices. Why are we solemn about it? A little sick, somehow not COVID. Also on my period. Oh god. Oh, that sounds awful. No, I've heard of a lot of colds going around. I know I'm sound a little congested right now. I'm actually not sick. The people around me have been, so I've been like, ugh, eat good vitamins. How are you? I'm doing well. Very busy. Assistant stage managing a show, and it's going really well, but it's also a lot. I ended up having one day off in all of October, and my next day off is the 4th, and I'm wondering how long my laundry's gonna last. How cute the points are. Ghosts. Wait, what are ghosties? Mike got sick, so now I'm sick. Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I wonder if that's why Mike was texting. Did they need coverage? Because I was really bummed that I was not. Oh yes, the Grey Ghosties, yes! I love Grey Ghosties. That's my favorite doodle I did. Yeah, I was really bummed that I was busy, so I can't assist, especially at that rate. My god. What show? MSM? Yes. Midsummer Night's Dream opera. They're doing an opera in a couple weeks. They finally just needed a PA. Yeah, I really wanted to, because that payday is delicious. But yeah, I'm ASMing the main stage show. My first. And it's going well, but oh my god, it was very last minute. So they had an SM and an ASM, and they both quit within 2 days of each other, 3 days before rehearsals started. So I happened to be in the office when the ASM quit, and was just like, hi! And they looked at each other like, wait, could we actually, like, are you serious? And I was like, well, I need money, so yeah, I am. Like, I know how many hours that can tally up to. Like, yes, I want money. And yeah, like 2 days after that happened, the SM quit. So then like 3 days, or like the day after that, then I like was brought in for an interview. And the day after that, they were like, great, you start, I think like literally I was told on Friday, and they were like, yeah, so rehearsals start Monday. And I was like, great. And I had like other gigs lined up, so I had to like either shove them around the rehearsal schedules or just be like, sorry. Like, oh yeah, because I was contacting you for that like contest monitor thing, because like I'd said yes to that, but I was like, well, now I can't do that. So yeah, it's been wild. But we're in the second week of rehearsals, and it's going well. I like the direction that they're going. It's just a lot. And I really wish I had days off. Just to like clean my apartment. My apartment is disgusting. The living room and the kitchen are just vile. But I literally have had no time. I hate it. But yeah, I love ASMing. I am really liking it because I'm learning stuff, but I also not in charge, which is my favorite. Also, money. Oh god, why did they quit? I know at least for the ASM, I assume the same for the SM, they got other jobs that paid more. And especially for the ASM, they got another job that paid more at a place that is probably going to regularly hire them for stuff. So, I mean, I don't know how exactly MSM reacted, but I know that a lot of us were reacting just like, we can't blame them. Like, you gotta go where the money is. But yeah, so that's happening. Mood, yes. How have you been? Did you, like, just close, like, 2 different shows? Alright, as soon as I figure something out, I'll call you. You understand what I mean. Yeah, well then, that's it for now. Wow, do you believe me? Why not? Well, the call is very real. And when I find out who made the call, we get a direct lead on the killer. I just don't see any reason for you to deceive us, so I believe you too. I don't know, the drama, I'm the new kid and all of a sudden my whole family's dead and I'm being stalked by a killer, like... Honestly, if I ever moved to, like, a new school, I would be tempted to do that. Why not just have a little fun? Unless I'm a schizophrenic psycho who kills everyone himself. That's a joke, if any. Okay, look, I'm not ruling out that I'm the killer. I'm really not. I could be the killer. I'm just saying, if they go for that twist, we're already seeing it's a possibility. I'll do it. Just like video chat me in. Yes, do it. Yeah, here I am. I closed 3 in the same weekend. That is wild. That is wild. God. Then started a new one on my birthday the day later. Oh, that's right. I have a thing for you. At some point, I need to see you. I don't know if you want to see it now and give critiques of edits, or I can just meet up with you someday. Someday in the world. Well, we are killer. Time to hang up the coats, boys. Case closed. Right? I feel like this is an admission of guilt. This would hold up in court. The guys didn't really appreciate the joke and made poker faces. Okay, well, class starts soon there. See ya. A few lessons flew by too fast. We've still only been to 2 classes. Do I have other teachers? We didn't even see the PE teacher. We just know that he's an uncle. The final lesson today was physical education. I was glad to switch over and give my brain a rest and stretch my muscles a little. All the guys changed their clothes and gathered in the gym. As promised, there was a mini basketball tournament among our group. Oh, that's right. We had a total of 8 teams, 4 people each, 3 rounds. Those who could not join groups on their own were forced to join the same singles. Fortunately, our team was already long established. Long established of since yesterday. No, it's gonna be perfect. I hope so! It's not my forte. I hope. Alright folks, ready to take an easy top 1? Let's show them that yesterday's practice didn't go to waste. Sure thing, bro. Consider it a pass. You guys ready to rip? I don't know about tearing. You know, I'm pretty much tool 0 at it, but I'll try. I'm afraid I'll only put you down. Again, she's wearing jean shorts. And she's wearing full-on... Okay, I guess they're long shorts, but like... This isn't what you wear to gym. Cheer up, girl. It's not about skill, it's about attitude. Besides, you're pretty good last night. Last night? Did y'all meet up? After I left your house? What's this last night? Sarah's right. Many teams there are randomly assembled and will just run after the ball like crazy. If we develop tactics in advance, hey, Tactics in Advance is a great game. We can easily take them all down. I'm a fast runner. I can play well in the center and get the ball to the opponent's zone quickly. I'm not a very fast runner, but I can try to throw the ball in the basket. I'm good with accuracy. So you're going to stand next to the ring. So hoop. Hoop is ring. And if someone is near the ring, we can make a pass to you to score the ball. I'll be on defense then, and Sarah and Max will be in the center of the field, trying to get the ball to the enemy line. I see you've got it all planned out. Of course, setting yourself up to win is half the battle. They're starting. They're calling us. What are they even studying in university? I don't know! No one has talked about majors. See, I really think that they mean high school. They also have recess. Like, this isn't uni. I have lots of availability November 6th to 19th, but I'm also waiting to hear back from the Broadway about a PA position. Ooh, Fallout Tactics? No, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I do have Fallout Tactics. I have not played it, but I've also been told that it's not good. Could be wrong. But also, I haven't saved in a while. I'm gonna do that. Come on then. Good luck to us. We stood in a circle and hugged each other. We approached the gym teacher. He explained that our team was playing first. Leon was made captain. A team of 2 girls and 2 boys went up against us. I don't remember us crossing paths before. The whistle blew and it was on. Leon easily kicked the ball from the center right into my hands. Wait! Are you playing soccer? What do you mean you kicked the ball? What? Or football. Actual football. Let's be real. Europeans, we do have the proper name for it. American football is just stupid. I quickly ran it across the floor and into the basket. As Leon had predicted, the opponents were just chasing the ball in droves with no special tactics. It wasn't hard to get around the 2 girls. This game was going briskly. Sarah and I were running around the field, passing to Samantha and scoring on our own. Each hit, basket? Hit? Or are we in baseball now? Brings 2 points, except for the farthest ones. You can get 3 points for them, but that's for the pros. You don't need to explain basketball. Oh no, it's terrible, but it's family. I love that. Sports ball. I like to remember the fact that I used to do every single sport. Like, when I was a wee child, I did every sport that was available. I did basketball camp. I did soccer for 6 years. I did baseball for 2. I did swim team for 10. And then I realized that all the things I actually like are inside things. So then I stopped going outside and got really pale. We finished 10-2. We could rest. Satisfied, we took our seats on the bench. I tell you this was going to be easy, right? I have to admit it was fun. It's too early to relax, guys. We got 2 more games to win. Oh, look. Is this even legal? Grant and his buddies played next. They had all 4 guys on their team. And Grant himself was bigger than all the other students and almost a head taller. A team of 3 guys and 1 girl went up against them. Leon swallowed nervously. Why do the genders matter? Like, I feel like it's just for sexism of just like, oh, they have girls. The girls are bad. I hope someone beats that big guy out. I mean, no one's stopping you, babes. Damn, he got great abs, yes. Yeah, the like 30-year-old who's a high school student, or I don't know. Why is the shirt so tight? I don't know. Definitely Night Vale. All we're missing is a gay protagonist, a jet teleporting in the atrium, and a pterodon. Look, I always try to make my protagonist gay, and this game is not letting me live my gay fantasies. Which is another reason why I think I might be the killer. Like, I'm sorry. Just saying. There's no harm in dreaming. Just dream of beating that guy out. With his tight shirt. And those abs. Pecs. Maybe we don't need this victory so much. Come on, it's automatically a good grade, and free grades are like the meaning of life. We have to win this game. The match started. As expected, it could not be called a competitive game. Grant and his henchmen scored goals without much resistance. They couldn't even take the ball away. Goals! Baskets! What sport are you playing? They roughly pushed their opponents. One guy was knocked off his feet, and he stretched painfully on the floor. The PE teacher seemed to be satisfied with this rough style of play, or he just didn't see any obvious infractions. Soon the game ended with a score of 16-0. After that, 2 more pairs of teams played. Although they played well, they were far from Grant's team. Here, there were no clear favorites. The fight was sweaty. Okay, the whistle called for round 2. We were up. Our second game was against the winners of the third game. We went up the middle. They had 3 guys and a girl, but judging by their recent play, these opponents are a head and shoulders above their previous opponents. Everyone plays in a measured manner in their own zones. We can't relax. Whistle and go. Leon still managed to get the ball in my direction, but the other guy kicked it out in front of me and drove to our basket. What sport are you playing? I was catching up as fast as I could, but I didn't have enough speed. Only Leon stood in his way. He tried to snatch the ball, but the attacker made a sideways pass where a girl from their team was already there, deftly took it and sent a 2-pointer into the basket, 0-2. After that, we went on offense. I managed to get around their girl, then passed to Sarah past the defenders. She made it to the ring with one more defender underneath. A quick back and forth pass to Samantha. She scores, and we tie the score. I am angry. From then on, the game was very even. We chased the ball all over the hall. Intercepting it at the ring. A few times they tried to make a shot at the ring, but they were unsuccessful. It was too far away. I also tried to make a shot from far away, but the ball rolled around the ring and fell out. Close. They're not going to give up that easily. They're not. That's gravity. I fell it felt by the internal clock that our battle was coming to an end. I could only score one more shot. I could see that the opponents were tired too. In the seconds, halftime, when the ball went into touch, I walked over to Leon and whispered to him to go on offense. I showed Sarah the same thing. Showed her the whisper? Well, that's it. The game resumed and the enemy attacked. All our men moved to the other side of the field. Throughout the match, I saw that the opponents had the same scheme. The two of them run offense, make a pass to the girl, and try to punch it in. Now we're punching it. I kept it in my head this time. I pretended to step in front of the guy and try to take the ball away. He made a pass to his partner, but I immediately made a dash in that direction and took possession of the ball. A short run, one opponent in the center. I passed through him to Sarah. She was almost under the ring, but she didn't take any chances and threw the ball to Samantha. She hit the ring, but too hard. The ball bounced the other way. But Leon picked it up and sent it back, this time into the bullseye! Yay, it worked! The whistle blew and the match was over. The annoyed guys went to the benches. We went over and took our seats trying to catch our breath. What happened? Okay. It all adds up. It does. Yeah, killers have to be straight, so it makes sense. I agree. If it was a gay killer, everything would make more sense. It'd be more planned out, and people would be better dressed. Like, let's be real. None of these people are serving me looks. You are a straight up killer. LMAO. But what if there's no killer and it's just a straight dating sim? No! That would be the worst nightmare. Go Nightmares, Spider-Wolves go, my favorite team! I feel like my brain is working so hard to work out what sport this is, literally! Yeah, you know, when the ball goes into touch at the ring, go Spider-Wolves to get goals. Me trying to understand American football. American football is stupid AF. Look, I was in marching band for like 7 years. I had to go to so many football games, and then before I was in marching band, my brother was in marching band. American football is stupid. Thank you for the sub! I appreciate it. I love you. I cheerlead for it. I still don't understand. Exactly. There's an American football? There is, and it's stupid. Not the bullseye. The bullseye, we're playing darts. Literally, what are we playing? I got sick of ads. Okay, thank you. I'm a straight up killer. Yes. What actual frick is this game? Also, I realize my camera keeps turning. I mean, I'm sure that the view of my poor neglected plants that I haven't watered in a few days is a great sight. That was awesome. Was it? What even happened? Well done, everybody. Max, it was risky, but you did it and took the ball away from them yourself. It was worth the risk. Glad it worked. Grant walked past us. Now it was his turn to defend his place in the finals. He stopped next to me. Not bad, Hardy. Hardy? Wait, playing hardball? Like, are you giving me a nickname or is that my last name? I genuinely don't know. That's not gonna work with us. You're gonna lose. He ran his thumb across his throat and went to start the game. Babes, if you're doing the you're gonna die, it's your pointer finger! Or, like, your whole hand, like... Oh, I guess you can do the thumb. Never mind. I take back my criticism of that. I will give you that one. Who's Hardy? Yarmy Hardy. Wait, did we win? We're not even done yet. The whiplash I felt when you paused after saying straight. I understand all of this. Do you? I don't. What are we gonna do about this? Why don't we just drop the match? We can get a good estimate later. What are we estimating? It's just a sport. No way, we're a great team. We'll figure something out. Let's show these jerks we're worth something. It is not that serious. We're so close to winning, and not even for a good grade, but this is the perfect opportunity to put Grant in his place, in front of everyone, by the book. Go Spider Wolves! Even if we fail, at least we won't have regrets because we tried and did our best. Sure. Why? Even if we fail, at least we won't have regrets because we tried and did our best. Literally, who cares? Let's just play. That's what he wants, to intimidate us into giving up the game or playing badly. We didn't win the last 2 games to give up now. Let's prove to him that even on his battlefield, we can prevail. Is he a sports player? Has this been confirmed? Is he like the star basketball like, what? That's what I'm talking about. Way to go, Max. Just imagine his face when we make it. Yeah, he'll kill us. That's fine. Oh, okay. I'll give it my best shot. One more game. Yeah! Would we have even been allowed to quit? Isn't this part of class? Chin up, Samantha. His team is screwed. Besides, I'll be playing 2 matches in a row, and they don't have a lot of energy. While we were boosting morale, the semifinal match had already passed. Grant's opponent still managed to throw him 1 goal. Throw him 1 goal?! But that was it. The battle ended 8-2. The gym teacher blew his whistle and announced the final match for the day. We wished each other luck again. We will win through the power of friendship and murder. Literally, wait, let's just kill the team. Let's do the unnamed sport, right? Let's win our redacted sport. Also, why is he still in this one outfit and he's playing basketball in this? Or any sport, whatever the sport is. Grant and Leon came to the center. Grant gave me a scornful look. Why? I assumed he was gonna kick the ball into his own zone. So I got right up there, but one of his buddies was right next to me. I noticed that they almost never play defense. Also, what's this music? Mostly always on the opponent's field. We need to play with speed and sudden passes. All right, let's go. Whistle. The ball was expectedly kicked out by Grant. It flew towards me. I reached for it, but a guy from his team next to me pushed me roughly and took possession of the ball. He quickly ran it to our ring. Sarah came towards us, aggressively trying to kick the ball out, but it didn't work. But the ball drove to the rim and fell out. Leon was already under the ring, and he kicked the ball to me. I quickly oriented myself and led the way to the edge of the field. I was immediately pushed down by Grant, stretching out his arms. I tried to pass to Sarah through Grant, but he reached his fingers to the ball on the jump, so the pass went the wrong way. One of his team took the ball. This time, all the opponents went in our half, and after a few passes, Grant still opened the score by scoring into the ring. Don't you hate it when they open the score? It's time to get back at it. We're not giving up. Sarah's on the attack with the ball. I'm running parallel to her. She almost made it to the enemy team's ring, passed to me through one defender. I can hit the ring. 1 second of aiming. And I threw the ball, but at the last moment, I was hit in the back by another player, and the trajectory was off. The ball just hit the backboard and flew away. Flew away into the night. Oh man, is that the rules? What if the opposing team picked up the ball and threw it across the hall right at Grant, who had no problem throwing it? Time was rapidly running out, and so were our chances of winning this unequal confrontation. Once again, we tried to go on the attack. Sarah has the ball. After the middle, Grant almost rips the ball away from her, causing Sarah to fall to the floor in pain. But before she does, she manages to make a bounce pass across the center right to me. I successfully took and assessed the situation. After 2 goals, they pulled into their own zone. They can still think when they need to. But I'm in a good position here. They were all expecting me to go on offense. Samantha was walled off, no chance. But I'm in pretty good position here. They were all expecting, oh, okay. Shoot a 3-pointer. What if I took careful aim and threw from a distance? As if mesmerized, everyone stared at the flying ball. I'm gonna miss. Straight to the basket, 3-pointer. All right, 3-4. I just wish I could make one more. Maybe I can. Straight to the basket, 3. Okay, we should play as a team. I'm not gonna play it solo. I'm here with a team. I can't believe that one of the characters is named Leon, right? Wait, hold on. This song is straight out of K-pop. Is it? Is this a specific song? I mean, let's be real. I could absolutely see this. I mean, who am I kidding? One of the most popular songs right now is just a mid-beat like this and just someone saying the days of the week over it. I'm not firing shots or anything. Leon Kennedy, we have to win halftime dance match to win the game. Yeah. Is this just badly translated? It's so badly translated. I hope it's not. Hit the ring, I think. It sounds like it. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, English is not the first language, but honestly, it's what's making me really, really love this game. I'm gonna say play it as a team. There were only a few minutes to go, but my epic shot seems to revive the team's morale. Sarah got up as if nothing had happened and furiously rushed into the fight. Okay. When the enemy tried to hold the ball, she ran at the guy and knocked the ball away, and he almost fell off his feet in surprise. The ball flew to Leon, and he confidently drove it forward. When the defenders blocked his path, he threw the ball back to me. I went around moving closer and closer to the ring. 2 guys tried to stop me, but we played the ball with Sarah, paralleling the breakthrough. And here I am, almost under the ring. Grant was the only one left in front of me, and Samantha's right behind him. If I throw now, he can block the shot and it will bounce. But I can't pass it to Samantha either, it's too big. Huh? But she was looking at me with such fire in her eyes as she was sure she would throw it. What if I make a motion like I'm preparing a shot and then throw the ball right between his legs, making a pass to Samantha? Do that. He spread them so wide that the ball had no trouble reaching its target and ending up in her hands. She didn't hesitate. Why is this weirdly sexual? A moment to aim, and she throws the ball in a jump from the side in the basket like a basketball player. Is this not what you're playing? Hooray, we win. The score is 5-4. The referee's whistle. It's over. Grant's eyes were bloodshot. Our eyes met. Surprisingly, he didn't even say anything, just gave one last growl and walked off the field with his team. The gym teacher congratulated us on our colorful victory and promised us automatic high score for the subject. We didn't even have the energy to. Everyone was flushed, sweating, with a blush on their cheeks, but everyone was satisfied, smiling stupidly looking at each other. I'm just so happy. I want to save. We did it, guys. Oh yeah, that's the nurse. That's the nurse with her tits out. Fight for the ring target. I'm not going to be surprised if this game gets taken down at some point. I hope it doesn't. I hope it stays up forever. This is one of my favorite games for the year. God, I hate it when they parallel the breakthrough, right? It's the worst. Go, Spiderwolves, go! ABO coded. Growl. Whoa, we really want it redacted. Co-team. Great job, Samantha. You did it. Nicely done. Told me you weren't good. Thank you. I just got lucky, but I knew I wouldn't miss. The adrenaline kicked in. But it wouldn't have been worth it if you hadn't made the three-pointer before, Max. That was amazing. That's for sure. Otherwise, the score would have been tied, and we would have had to play extra time. Or worse, a draw. He scored for half of the pitch. I've never seen such a thing. I'm sorry. So scoring from half... You've never seen a half-court shot? Have you watched sports? The girls came over and hugged me. There you go. All the laurels for the best player, but you're really handsome. You deserve it. Did you see his face when you threw the ball between his legs? That was hilarious. Leon. It's all about teamwork. You all gave it your all, and you deserved to win. All of you. All. After rejoicing in the united victory, we began to disperse to the locker rooms. What does this even mean? I don't know. Hate it when you score for half of the pitch. It's the worst. I lingered a bit longer and saw that Sarah was still in the hall as well. It was only now that I noticed the Slayer's bruised knees. Oh yeah, Sarah the Slayer. I forgot that's her stupid-ass nickname. Are you okay? You got pretty hard back there, and I totally forgot about it. Honestly, I did too. You know, it didn't hurt at all. At the time, I didn't even feel anything. I guess I was on an adrenaline rush. Now it's a little sore, but that's okay. Why don't you go to the nurse's office and have them take a look? Maybe I'll go. Anyway, there's no more classes. There's no hurry. That was a great game. Wow. Thanks for the good evaluation and the good mood. Thanks for the good evaluation, guys. And thank you for such a great partner. I winked at her and went to change. Oh, are we dating now? I hate it. Oh, hey, this girl is a massive C word, and I hate her so much. I'm just sitting here giggling at this game. The Doom Slayer, that's right. The hash slinging, the slash ringing, the hash singing slasher. Oh, God. Erica met me at the locker room. Why? But in my current state of mind, I didn't care about her arrogant look. Well, that was good. What did you say? You heard me just fine, but don't get cocky, new guy. Whoever said that. I still don't know what you mean. Beat that jerk Grant. What else is there? Does your brain work at all? I mean, obviously it doesn't. I don't think anyone's brain here works. Stop calling me names. Wait, so you saw the game? You must have other lessons to do. One doesn't interfere with the other. We were released early, so I was passing by and stopped by at the end to enjoy the show. Okay. Well, thanks, I guess. Okay, bye, new guy. Great talk. She waved her hand and walked past me. I wondered, since when did she know how to praise someone? Albeit in a rude rather than conventional way. Probably just a coincidence. I quickly changed into my usual clothes and was about to leave. On my way out, I heard loud shouts in the hallway. Oh, was it Grant? It's Grant! He's having another rabies attack? You think this is funny, making fun of me in front of everyone? I peeked out carefully from around the corner. Samantha was huddled against the wall, and Grant was hovering over with a flushed face. Why don't you say something? You've swallowed your tongue? He pushed her roughly against the wall. You were bolder there, you vanilla B-word! Ooh, it's just a game. Oh, look, it can talk. It's a game. Well, what if I had a little fun with you and say it's a game too? How about it, Tender Girl? Okay, we gotta stab. We gotta murder. Come on! I hate this guy. I also hate that girl with the purple hair. They both are absolute trash. I was gonna say she gay as hell. She is, except so there was like this little nerdy boy who was really cute, and we definitely like saw him got like super murdered. But before he was super murdered, he accidentally spilled juice on her table, and she made him lick it up. So she's definitely set up to be like, oh, she's like the really mean girl, but she probably has some kind of traumatic backstory. And then they're just like, oh, I'm like this because, you know, I had to build a hard exterior, but really, it's probably gonna be one of those BS twists. But, like, she made him lick up the juice from the cafeteria table. I hate her. But I hate him too, he needs to die. Hands off. I might hate this girl, because she just is a sucky character, but... die. F him. I agree. About to parallel his breakthrough. Yes! Right in there. And no one else is there to help. Should I step in? Yes! Basketball still had a chance. Wait, what? Why does basketball still have a chance? Am I basketball now? Is basketball gonna come out and, like, come to the rescue? But if there's a scuffle, I'll just have to rely on the people nearby. On that note, sleep has earned me co-Spider-Wolves. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. It's 2 a.m. and basketball still had a chance. Exactly. Oh yeah, I think you and Baka might be in the same time zone. Baka, do you also need to go to sleep? Is it also 2 a.m. there? Oh, yo, hey, UK friend. Oh, I hope you have a beautiful night. Beautiful basketball. I truly did not realize that it's 2 a.m. It's 9 p.m. and basketball still had a chance. I absolutely adore this game. This might be my favorite game I've ever played. If there's a scuffle, I'll just have to rely— oh, I already read that. Considering I'm the only one who came to his screams, there are no other people here. On the other hand, he's not gonna hit a girl. He'll yell at her and then he'll stop. He wouldn't, would he? He's gonna. Oh my god. Obviously, I'm gonna stand up for Samantha. Are you kidding? Yes! You're both UK! This is out of line. What is he doing? Hitting on girls is too much. Don't hit on girls. Hitting them, maybe, but don't hit on them. Don't hit them either. Samantha is my friend, and I won't let you take it out on her like this. I was filled with a sudden surge of anger. Hey, messing with the weaker ones is the best you can do? Wow, and just insult her, too. Grant turned to me with a furious look, Samantha's eyes wide with fear and gratitude. Look who's here, Mr. Three-Pointer! Come to protect your sweetheart girl. She's not a sweetheart girl, and she's not mine. Wow. I'm not gonna let you talk to her like that. Show some respect. Back off and just accept that you lost. And if you want to take it out on someone, that's me. Oh, please fight me. Please. He jerked toward me, and before I knew it, I was pressed against the wall and lifted into the air. Kinky. You don't make the rules here, little man. And now I'm gonna teach you some manners since you don't know the rules. And she's next. Okay. Oh no. Oh, sorry, I clicked through. What's going on here? A new voice brought me out of my daze. Mr. Johnson, thank heavens. Gay. Grant released me from his grip and hugged me roughly around the neck. We're just fooling around, celebrating the new basketball champions, aren't we? No. He clenched my neck painfully. Yeah, it's okay. I wheezed through, even in my voice I could tell otherwise. Though, even in my— okay. Samantha, is everything okay? Samantha faltered, not wanting to tattle either, but she didn't want to miss out on a lifeline either. It's okay, can we walk with you? Max and I wanted to go over a few things with you. Well done, Samantha, you pulled it off! Sure, let's go. I'm in no hurry. Grant was forced to release me from his grip, but lastly he tilted me toward him and spoke in an ominous voice. In the backyard, in half an hour, we're finally gonna solve all our problems. If you even think about not showing up, that chick's gonna get hurt or someone else. Why would I go? Why wouldn't I turn you in? Then he shoved me in the back and walked away. Oh my gosh, Samantha and I caught up with the teacher. What? Oh my gosh, what? That's sweats. That's very homoerotic of that straight jock. Grant, hello, wait, whoever the guy in the middle is. I'm just getting confused. Grant is the one with the painted on shirt. This is Mr. Johnson, our math teacher, who also really likes chess. I think that there's a good case that he's the murderer. I also think that he has a good chance of being number one in my heart right now. He's not great, but the competition is not great either. So what did you want to ask me? We're actually... Max and I wanted to know more about the rule of multiplication of two matrices. Okay. Oh, we haven't even been through this yet. A hunger for knowledge. That's what I call it, folks. Well, that's commendable. If you're so interested in the subject, I can't say no. He could murder me any day. God! Why not both? Murderer and number one in your heart. I mean, genuinely, if he is the killer, that would increase my desire to choose him. Granted, I also think this game is forcing me to be straight, which, you know, very homophobic. I don't like it. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing is clear, but very interesting. Then came a lot of words, of which I hardly understood anything, for my head was now occupied with other things. But thanks to Samantha, first I bailed her out, and now she's bailing me out. Thank you for explaining. Yes, thank you. Well then, I'll see you at school after the weekend. Have fun, guys. Weekend! I completely forgot they existed, but I still have to live to see them. Oh, it's already here for some people, but not for me. The weekend is also what? Samantha, thank you for helping to save me from Grant. Oh, come on. I should be thanking you for sticking up for me. Who knows how far he would have gone? We're on the same team, remember? But the game's over. Ah ha ha ha, it's the game of friendship. Not talking about the game. Samantha looked at me in surprise and smiled sweet. I'm not talking about that either! Look, standing up for someone doesn't equate dating them. But the worst seems to be yet to come. What are you talking about? This Grant set up a meeting for me outside the university. I should be there in half an hour. What a jerk. So, what's it gonna be? Maybe we shouldn't go anywhere. There won't be any reason passers-by then. Oh, any random passers-by then. Okay, sorry. I have to. We need to settle our business or he's gonna keep harassing all my friends. That's what he told me. Yeah, well, do you want me to come with you? I can't imagine what he'd do to you. Or at least call Leon. He won't say no to help. No, Samantha. I have to come alone. Why? There's no time to warn Leon. There's too little time. You have 30 whole minutes and a cell phone with his number in it. What are you talking about? Also, you know that Grant has a posse. He's not gonna fight you one-on-one. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I'll tell him to stay out of our way, and we won't cross him in any way. You are so stupid. You're so stupid. Oh, you shouldn't have told me. Now I'll be worried. Promise me you'll be careful, and that you'll call me after all this. Okay, I'll be careful. I'll call you as soon as I'm free. I'm going back to the ER. In that case, I'll be off! Thank you for today's game. I can't remember the last time I felt such a rush of emotion. Do you also need therapy? Or anything like that at all? We had a wonderful victory, so don't you dare get discouraged. I'll do my best. I hope I live to see tonight at all. It's not funny. Come on, that's it. I'm coming. Wait, you're coming! Where are you coming? I said goodbye to Samantha and walked home. Wait. You have time to walk home and change your clothes, but you don't have time to warn your friend that you're about to have a fight. What? I'm sure I've heard the song. I think it's a royalty-free track. I'm sure. I feel like all of this music is royalty-free. We need to think more positively. Not blood. Dirt. Why was I so brave in front of Samantha? Maybe I shouldn't have gone in there. The adrenaline would be gone faster than my jaw could recover, or worse, but I've already made up my mind, and if I have to do something, even the dumbest idea, I have to do it. I mean, you don't. Not my best trait, but whatever. Okay, I'll just get this over with. That's all. At home, he changed into... Why are we changing perspectives again? He changed into simple loose clothes and headed back to the university to get his own reprisal on time. Grant was already there. Retribution. That's all that was going through his head right now. Everything was fine until this newcomer showed up. Everything had been organized and planned. Oh my god, I think he's gonna be killed! We changed perspectives, and we're talking about Grant now. But he had to just show up out of nowhere and confuse all the cards. This ends today. He rubbed his knuckles and crunched his fingers in anticipation. There was a metallic rumble from behind a large dumpster. Yes, yes! Hardy, what are you hiding for? Come on out. Also, that's a really weird nickname that you decided to give me. The jock came around the corner, but there was no one there but a fallen urn? You want to play games with me? You better come out nicely. Grant turned around and saw the man in front of him, but not the man he was expecting. A dark suit and a white and black mask concealed the stranger. Hey man, don't sneak up on me like that. You better go on your way. I got an important meeting. That's what you say to someone who shows up behind you dressed like this? An urn, right? What's an urn doing there? Why was there an urn? The stranger did not budge, but instead only shook his head. Hey, are you deaf in there? Go to your Halloween or wherever you're going? Question mark? What the hell kind of trash bag you got on? Okay, I'm sorry, but that's a fabulous coat that he's wearing, and cape, and hood. How dare you call that a trash bag? See, you deserve to die. The stranger answered nothing, but moved toward Grant. Not the man you were expecting, but the Baagul from Sinister. You got a mouth on you? If you don't get out of here now, you're going down too. And trust me, you don't want that. I've had a really, really bad day today. Oh, please just kill him. The stranger stopped a few paces away. Something glinted in his hand. A large, sharp knife. We already know he's got a knife. Why are you reintroducing the knife? This was a turn Grant hadn't expected, but he was too strung out to fully comprehend the danger. You think you can scare me with that baby size? Alright, you attacked me. Now it's self-defense. You're finished. He made a great lunge toward the man and delivered a hard right blow, which the man easily dodged. Wait, if he delivered the blow, that means it connected. But he dodged it, ducking under his arm and plunging the knife into the jock's side, and immediately pulled it back. Babes, you think your pecs can deflect the Vorpal blade, right? Like, what? No. Ah, mother effer, F you. Grant took a defensive stance and threw out a couple of quick punches. The man simply took a step back and they missed the target. I love this. Grant attempted a sharp kick with his foot to his opponent's torso, to which he simply grabbed his leg with one hand and with the other sunk a knife into his knee. Oh, God, barf. Ah, F, who the F are you? I'm gonna kill you. You hear me? You're already dead. Bro, you're already dead. Damn, delivery attempted. We'll try again tomorrow. He yanked his entrance leg off and tried to stand on it, but it immediately twisted. You got stabbed in the knee, bro. You're not putting any weight on that. God, you're stupid. He realized this was a bad... now he realized this was a bad situation. He had to go all in. Gritting his teeth and forgetting the pain, he went straight for the enemy, sweeping him away with his size. What? Like a rhinoceros on the run, he slammed the man behind the mask into a dumpster and slammed him against it several times. Adrenaline ran in his ears, drowning out the pain for the moment. He landed several hard blows to the body. His opponent collapsed and stopped struggling. Grant exhaled for a second after the hail of blows. At that moment, the man raised his hands and punched Grant in the solar plexus, causing him to open up and gasp for a moment. The knife gleamed in his hands. In a moment, it was under his chin, piercing through the flesh and into his mouth. With a jerk, he pulled the knife back, forming a bloody gaping hole. Blood splattered on the black suit. Grant took his last breath and collapsed to the ground. I think I am the killer. I was just approaching the courtyard behind the university, but I had already lost all my courage on the way. What the hell would that evil man think? And I would pay for it with my health. Okay, once you start, you have to finish. So where is he? I got to the site, but the yard was empty, not a soul. Maybe he's late. I don't think he's very punctual. Although if it were me, I'd be on time for a show like this. Or maybe he decided to come with his buddies to make sure he didn't stand a chance. Okay, the courtyard was pretty big, so I decided to walk around. You know, I'm starting to come around to your killer is us here, right? So, like, we are an unreliable narrator. I'm wondering this, because it just feels, now it feels a little coincidental. Like, both times I'm supposed to be meeting this, well, okay. This time I'm supposed to be meeting the person. The other time I just, like, happened to be passing by the person. Like, I feel like it's getting a little coincidental. Or maybe this could also be the red herring. The game devs might be wanting us to think that I'm the killer. And then it's like, haha, actually I'm not. But, like, it could be. So the murder is happening at the school in broad daylight? Apparently. But I guess it's the weekend now? Like, class is over for the day, and now it's the weekend? As if that means that nobody would be there? Like, there was a large soccer stadium in the center. Was it a soccer stadium, or is it football? Is it basketball? Is it a swimming pool? Y'all don't know your sports. With a stone walkway with benches surrounding the perimeter. This place was popular. I chewed the gum I had in my pocket out of nervousness. Now where would throw the wrapper? I didn't find any urns nearby. Oh my god, by urns you mean trash can? Do you mean trash can? I didn't want to litter. I was used to cleanliness. A large garbage can, loomed in the distance. I had to go to him. I had to go to him. When I got closer, I saw that the container was closed. I could see dark red dried drippings from under the lid. How long ago did the murder happen? It was supposed to be 30 minutes. And we don't even know if he got killed right at the beginning of those 30 minutes. What? Urn is I guess urn is trash can? Did someone throw out a batch of overripe tomatoes? Look, you've already found one dead body. You know what it is. I opened the lid and forgot what I wanted to do. Grant was staring at me from the container with dead eyes. What the F? The smell of garbage and what I saw made me sick. His whole body was covered in garbage with a gaping hole in his chin and several more on his body. I guess it all happened here. The killer just finished him off and put him in here. How did he catch you? My eyes went black. It wasn't the first dead body I'd ever seen so close to me. I'd seen Dead Nate before. That's what we called him. Dead Nate. Good old Dead Nate. But maybe back then it was still just some random thugs. But not now. It's real now. The killer is real and he's after me. But that means that, I jumped away from the container and looked around in all directions. He'd just been killed. He had come here at the same time I had. Which means the killer took him out right before I got here. In the daytime. Potentially in plain sight. I like that now he's pointing it out. I got chills down my spine. What is he? Some kind of psycho? How did he get in here unnoticed? How did he leave? Or maybe he's still here. Maybe you should call for help. Maybe you should use that cell phone that's in your pocket without leaving the area so someone else can also confirm that there's a corpse here. Oh yes, that's it. Just very, very ripe tomatoes, right? I had to get out of here. No, you don't! I moved my feet slowly, looking around, and walked toward the house. Then I started the house? You're going all the way home again. Are you just gonna go all the way home again and get naked again? You're so dumb. I should call Samantha. No, you need to call the police. But first we need to be safe. No! I'd been in crowded places for a long time. People were looking around at me, but I didn't care. You're the killer! Or you're just stupid. Best you know. It wasn't until I slammed my apartment door shut that I allowed myself to catch my breath and gather my thoughts. My head was throbbing. I'm having some kind of deja vu. We should call the police first. He could still be out there somewhere. You should have done that when you were still at the crime scene. With trembling fingers, I pulled out my phone. I didn't recognize it. That's right, we'd switched cell phones with Sarah. I had to go through my desk looking for the cop's number. Luckily, I hadn't thrown it away yet. I quickly dialed... Why didn't you dial 911 or 999 or what, depending on where the frick you're located? Why didn't you just dial it there? Luckily, I hadn't thrown it away yet. Quickly dial Elizabeth Reynolds' number. The call started. Yes, hello. This is Sunlight City Police Department. Miss Reynolds, Elizabeth, it's me. It's Max. Oh, Max, did you change your number? No, it's a bit of a long story, but temporarily I have a different number, but it doesn't really matter right now. Got it, let me guess. Something's wrong. Yes, it's happened. I want to report a murder. And why am I not surprised? Murder again? Where is it this time? Outside our university, in the courtyard. We were supposed to meet Grant there, but it doesn't matter now. In the end, when I got there, he was already dead and stuffed in a dumpster. Okay, interesting. Grant, is this a student in your group too? Yeah, the healthiest effing student in our group. Do you know for sure that he's all that healthy? He's just big and strong. That doesn't equate healthy. You're saying that the healthiest student was stabbed and stuffed in a dumpster? Is that it? Yes, that's right. Somebody killed him and put him in there. I know how it sounds, but you can check it out for yourself. You make it sound so convincing. I'll check, but this is the last time. You still don't believe me? I believe you believe it yourself, but so far I haven't gotten any hard evidence. However, if 2 students from your group are missing, it means something. By the way, what were you two even planning on doing there? We had some disagreements. He threatened my friend. But that's not relevant right now. Do you even hear what I'm saying? Yeah, I hear everything. I wrote it all down. Well, I'm gonna go and check your statement now. I'm not lying. We'll do what we can. Where are you calling from now? From the house. I ran until I was in a safe place. That's right. Lock yourself in and don't open the door. I'll call you back soon. She hung up. And now it's nighttime. That was a long phone call. It didn't feel any better. I also promised to call Samantha. She needed to know what had happened. But I forgot again that it wasn't my phone I was holding. It was inconvenient to see personal information in the form of a contact list, but there was no other way out of... How else would you have found that? Yes. How is it inconvenient to see personal information in the form of a contact list? Just use the contact list. Why are you being weird about it? Indeed, Samantha was in my contact list, which I dialed immediately. Soon I heard a familiar voice on the phone. Sarah, I wasn't expecting you to call. It's not Sarah, it's me, Max. We exchanged phones, remember? Oh, it's you, Max. Oh, I forgot. You okay in there? Samantha, there's been a total disaster. Is that Grant? What did he do to you? What happened? It's Grant, but not what you think. I'm fine. He's not. He's dead. A couple seconds of silence on the phone. How is that dead? How is that dead? Wow. I mean, I know you didn't like Grant, but like, wow. It's like this. When I got to the designated spot, I found him dead. Thrown in the dumpster like a piece of junk. He killed him and put him in the dumpster. Max, that's terrible. Who was that? Did you see anyone else out there? No, there was no one around. And I wasn't gonna stay there for long, so I ran straight away. Did you call the police? They have to believe you this time. Sure, he was a jerk, but he didn't deserve this. Are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah, I just got off the phone with an officer I know. Oh, wait, hold on. It's on the other line. It?
Hi! Hello, how are you?
I glanced at the screen. Officer Reynolds was called. That was fast. Can you hang on the line for a while? The police are calling. I'm gonna find out what they found. Let me guess. They didn't find anything. I got my fursuit today. Awesome! Wait, have I seen like what your what is it? Fursona is? Like what type of animal? Okay, I'll wait for you. I switched to the to another line. Hello, you got here fast. Max, where did you say this kid's dead body was? So nonchalant. Grant? It's in the dumpster right behind our university. It's the only one there. I know, I notified the officers who were patrolling that neighborhood, and they're looking at it right now. And? If this is a joke, it's not funny. There's no dead body, just stinking garbage. No, this can't be. This isn't a joke. You have to believe me. The killer must still be out there watching me. And when I left, he piled garbage on top of Grant or moved him somewhere else. They turned over the top bags of garbage. There's no human being here. But he was there. You have to believe me. Maybe he dragged him somewhere. I really want to believe you, but you know what it looks like. I know exactly what I saw. I don't know what else to tell you. I felt so helpless with everything I saw, and it was just a dead end. I wanted to scream and throw the phone away. Also, you know, even if you didn't feel like staying right at the crime scene to wait for people because you thought you might be in danger, you know what else a phone does? Takes video. Takes photos. Provides evidence. Just saying. You know, there was already a killer in Sunlight City, I'm told, and it was the police who were able to stop him. Max. Except he killed every last victim. Maybe if you'd worked a little harder, you could have saved more people. Max, yeah, you're right. I know that. I was the cop who killed Judge. What? So I take your word for it, but I still need more information to catch him. So for the time being, I'll be conducting my own investigation. Okay. She seemed real happy about killing someone. I'll have to send it in a DM. She's a sun skunk. Hold up, ads. Oh no. Who died? Mike came home. Hello, Grant. Grant is dead. Abs McGee is dead. And again, the corpse is missing. Back. I'll send you my Insta to show you. Yes, do. I think my Insta is just a girl named Gray. Also, hi, Mike. I'll stick with your theory that he managed to re-hide the body and clean up his tracks. That's unexpected. Thank you for telling me. I love how she's just like, actually, I killed someone once, so I believe you. Are you the killer? Yeah, be extremely careful. If your story is true, you're in a lot of danger. Yeah, I'm aware of that myself. If you learned anything else useful, give me a call. Any little thing can be useful. She hung up and I got back on the line with Samantha. Max, are you back? What did they say? It's impossible. It's all gone. There's no corpse. How could he not? Where could he have gone? I don't know. There's nothing there. No body, no blood. She didn't believe you? So, relatively believed, but there's no proof, you know? I know. I believe you. Ugh, I just don't know what to do now. What about Sarah? Has she deciphered who that hidden number belongs to yet? Not yet. She hasn't said anything. She said it would take another day or two. Well then, we'll just have to wait. Looks like it. Weekend's coming up. What are you planning on doing? You just found a second dead body. A person has died every day you've been awake so far in this game. And you just pivot so quickly. So like, got any weekend plans, bruh? Like, what? Did you commission your fursuit? My cousin makes them. What? I didn't know that. I did. My fursuit comes from Russia. Oh my gosh. Cool, definitely not my cousin then. Does your Kevin have an Insta? Yeah, let me find it. Okay, yeah. Oh my god, I didn't know that. I have some other friends who have the suits of the fur. Suits with the fur. Got the whole club looking at her. Someone, please make a cover. Please. I'm gonna stay home and study, read some books. Maybe I'll keep writing mine. What are you gonna do? Oh my god, you're me. I don't know yet. I'll probably stay home too. Okay. Take care of yourself. Call me if you need anything. I'd love to talk to you. I wouldn't. Alright then, I'll see you later then. Bye. I hung up the phone. Now I was alone with my thoughts. I broke the news also to Leon and Sarah, this time without an H, writing to them in our common social network chat room. Not just our group chat. Without undressing. Why are you so focused on the clothes? Without undressing, I lay down on the bed and once again ran my eyes over what I'd seen. Had the killer really cleaned up after me? I'm sorry, the killer cleaned up after you? I know he's saying after he left, but like, are you the killer? Could it have all been a nervous dream? We'll find out after the weekend. If I'm crazy, I'll seek Grant at university, and that's the most favorable of outcomes. Shout out to my cousin. She owns a home. That is an accomplishment. That is honestly deeply impressive. During the night, surprisingly, I didn't dream about anything, or maybe I just didn't remember. But I finally got a good night's sleep. It was as if all of the events of yesterday had dissolved into a mere dream. I woke up refreshed, full of energy, and with the express intention of going out for some fun. Literally can't relate. It was my first official day off from university. Have you ever woken up refreshed, full of energy, and with the express intention of going out for some fun? I freaking haven't. I had breakfast of cornflakes with orange juice. I hope separately. Before I could finish my juice, my cell phone rang. It was Samantha. Hello, Samantha? Hi. Hey, Max, what are you doing? Just recently woke up, almost had breakfast. Wow, you're a big sleeper. She chuckled softly. Hey, after such a busy week, I could use a little rest. You were in a coma for 3 days, all of 2 days ago. I'd say it's been a killer week, but yeah, I'm a real sleepyhead. Max, that's not funny. Come on, if I don't treat this with a modicum of irony, I'll just go nuts. Okay, I'm sorry. I just feel sorry for him despite what he's done for us. Yeah, I know, he didn't deserve this. I have a proposition for you. Why don't you come over to my house tonight and we'll study together? I think it would be more fun for both of us. You are asking me to spend my Saturday night studying? No. Oh, you know, that's a tempting offer. Okay, can you give me a half hour to think about it? I'll finish my meal and see if I have any other plans. When I do, I'll text you. Sure, I'll be waiting. Bye. That's unexpected. I hadn't even thought about how I'd spend my weekend, and then it just came to me. It's a great way to occupy my time and bond with Samantha. No. She's like 3 years younger than me and owns a home because she makes huge amounts of money making fursuits. Honestly, bless. They're followed by friends tonight. Oh, that's awesome. This is mine. Okay, let me see if I can open this so that I can drop a follow. Yes. Ooh. Wait, is this the suit? Oh, that's gorgeous. That's absolutely gorgeous. Wait, I'm gonna randomly also follow Ollie, your cousin. That's wild. Those are so freaking good. Oh my god, the cat! Amazing. Okay, horror game. Hi! So good. So good. Craftsmanship in those things is wild. Just a few minutes later, the phone rang again. This time it was Leon. I choose him. Max, hi, how are you? Hey, Leon, I'm eating. I just woke up. How are you? That's great. Listen, what are your plans for the weekend? Did you see how great the weather is out there? Let's go for a walk. At least you'll see the city. You know, another great offer. I just got a call from Samantha inviting me to work out with her. No, you didn't. You got a call offering to study together. Oh, so I'm late, but you'll always have time to work out. The weather's not always nice, but it's hard to say no to a pretty girl. I know. Haha. I'll think about it, Leon. Actually, it'd be really nice to go for a walk. If I think about it, I'll text you. Come on, man. I'll be waiting. The day had just started, and already I was inundated with offers. I'm so popular. I would sleep. I would not leave my house. After the week I've had, now it was just as well. I didn't know what to do with myself again. Anyway, on the one hand, I would love to spend time with Samantha and get to know her better. No. It'll be good for my classes, too. I missed a lot of classes at the hospital and almost failed a test afterwards, but I like to walk, too. Fresh air can help clear your thoughts, and maybe something can be worked out to move things forward. Leon's a nice guy. I'm sure we can have a good time, and I'll get to know the city a little bit and refresh my memory. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Leon. Are you kidding? I looked outside and the decision came naturally. My desire for sunshine overrode spending all day working on my homework. Even if it was with someone as cute as me, I don't care about Samantha! Stop pushing her on me! I'm not salty. It's not even salty. I'm just, like, stop pushing me to pick one of the girls or anyone. You should always have an ace option. Always. I quickly texted my friend and Leon. I texted my friend and Leon. So Leon's not my friend. Bye, Leon. We're not friends. And then I went in outside. You know, that's who I'm here for it, though. I ran out of words. This game has broken my brain. We agreed to meet at a sports ground in a park near our uni, because we're university students at our uni. You know, we have to keep saying it because it's not a freaking university. Parking garage. Is there a parking garage? That doesn't look like there would be a parking garage over there. The sun's rays blinded me as I walked lightly to the meeting place. I'm starting to remember why I love the city so much. In this weather, it's as if my body itself is asking for refreshment. Hot dog, ice cream, I'll take both. From a distance, I spotted Leon in a light jacket and pants. I waved at him. He's dressed similar to our dead brother. Max, hi. You decided to go for a walk after all. Well, yeah, I already texted you. That's why we're here. I do. I thought it would be a good idea to see the city, especially if the weather was favorable. Come on, we both know it's because I'm so charmingly handsome. I mean, if I have to choose between the three of you, I would choose you. Yeah, that's right too. Aha, relax, I'm kidding, but it's almost always like this. It's called Sunlight City for a reason. You probably know the whole city inside and out, always on the street. You don't say. Most of the time I'm driving or spending time at home, but I live nearby, so I know this part of town, of course. Been here before? Not yet. I'm new in town. But I grew up here. I was a child here. That's right. It's a beautiful park, but more importantly, it's got great hot dogs. Want to grab one of you? Yes! Why are you even saying words right now? Why are we eating hot dog and ice cream? You're still asking. Of course I want. Of course I want. We grabbed a big hot dog with mustard and ketchup and went for a walk around the sports field. I have a voracious appetite outside. This game is wild. How are you feeling after last night? You know, finding yet another dead body? You mean what happened to Grant? Oh yeah, my other main persona is an orca bear. Oh. Yeah. It's not a pretty sight. You're saying someone finished him off and put him in the trash can? Who had the strength to deal with this school? I wish I knew. I think I might have something to do with what Sarah said about this past killer. Why would you think that, though? Like, literally, why would you think that? There's nothing in Sarah's story that would implicate a connection to the current string of murders. Like, I don't get it. I was just about to tell you something about it, since you're here. Which is what? You said you saw the car that hit you at the time of your accident? Yeah, but I vaguely remember it. Some black pickup truck, that's all I could see. There were fractions of a second. The thing is, I think I saw this car of yours. What? Why are you saying this now? You could have told me right away. Don't get so worked up. I didn't think much of it at the time, and even when you told me after the accident, I didn't think much of it. And then it clicked in my head, and I realized it could be your stalker. Okay, now first things first, and in order, tell me about it. I was just walking down the street that day, and I see this black SUV coming with the bumper completely smashed. The headlights are blown out. I thought it could be an accident, but something seems strange about it. So I decided to follow him for a while. Why didn't you say any of this? It was an open area, so I could follow him for a few streets. He sped down 2 streets at breakneck speed and stopped at one fairly private house and drove into the garage. It was a long way for me, so I didn't check closer to see what was there. So then what? Nothing, I just went home. I'm not gonna break into someone else's property. Who knows what type of psycho lives there? But if I'd known she was the one who hit you, I'd found out more, man. Did you get the license plate number and the address of this house? No number. I didn't have time to look, but I remember the address. That's just great. Now we can give the police the address of this house and have them run it down. Don't be in such a hurry. Think it over first. Bro. Broski. Brosif. Why are you only now mentioning any of this? You had all day yesterday. We have had multiple murders since then. What's there to think about? The sooner we find him, the better. But they haven't really believed you so far. What if there's nothing there and you're just making another false call according to them? Look, I get that. Cops are cops. But, like, we could have done something very stupid and died. Yes, also true. So what to do then? I have a totally crazy idea. Like, we could just go there? Yeah. What are we gonna do there? Break into a house to find out something that might not even be relevant? I mean, accidents happen all the time. We'll take a safe distance, just a peek. Aren't you curious? Maybe we'll find some important evidence or even a murderer. Yeah. That doesn't sound safe coming out of your mouth, but you're right. I do want to know more. Only if something goes wrong, we get the hell out of there. Nope. Oh, is it his turn to die? Honestly. Wait, I keep changing my position. We'll just run away without anyone seeing us. Come on, let's go before it gets dark. Leon led me halfway across town on a spree. He was almost running, obviously anxious to get there. It was like a game to him. But no, I went to get to the truth too, more than anyone. But if you rush, you could be next in the body bag. This is the house. And you were able to get here for him? You were able to get here for him. I'm a fast runner. Okay, what do we learn here? The gate's closed. We can't go any further. We can do it. Look, the fence is low. We can easily climb over it. There's no lights in the house, so there's no one home. And we can go in there and take a look around. How do you know that the person doesn't just sit in their house with all the lights off? Don't you do that? Don't you sit in your house with all the lights off? Also, it's daytime. They might just not have lights on. Are you serious? Breaking into someone else's house? If we get caught, we're the ones who will be prosecuted. Relax, Max. It's the edge of town. Who's gonna see us? Do you see people? I don't. Arg. All right, just make it quick. In and out. We don't know any other way. It's the only way. It's gonna be cool, man. Oh, Leon. Why did I sign up for this? Doubt and fear couldn't leave the recesses of my mind, but curiosity and Leon's pressure overpowered. He went to the fence first and jumped onto the lawn. I looked around and followed his example. Cautiously peering through the windows, we tried to see something, but it was too dark. We went to the front door. How do we get in next without being seen breaking in? Have you thought this through? Well, I haven't looked that far yet. He sighed and stepped back a couple steps. Oh, look, the window on the second floor is ajar. We can use it. It might be open, but how are you going to get there? Look, here's the plan. You get me on the visor, I could climb up there, and then I'll just open the door for you from the inside. Shall I give you a lift? Are you sure you can get up there? You're asking me? The plan is as foolproof as a Swiss watch, and no one will ever find out. It might actually work. The window's not that high. If Leon climbed on my shoulders, he could reach the visor. I feel like I'm going to regret this, but okay, make it quick. Dude, you're the best. I crouched down on my knee. He started climbing up on top of me like a stepladder. Standing on my shoulders, I slowly stood up and straightened up for him to reach. Bingo, just a little bit more. I feel like Leon's gonna die. The pressure was gone, and Leon's feet gradually disappeared through the half-open window. There was a noise inside, something falling. Hey, are you alive in there? Leon? Yeah, I had a bit of a rough landing, but it's okay, I didn't break anything. Wait, I'll be right down. A moment later, the door clicked and it opened, and Leon appeared on the doorstep, grinning stupidly with an abrasion on his face. Not without incident. Well, let's at least see what we're sweating for. Inside, the house appeared surprisingly empty. Dusty objects stood, tables, chairs, cabinets, but no personal belongings. No clothes, no papers of any kind, not even food in the refrigerator. Look what an interesting set of knives. He found a package with a strange floral curling symbol on it. There are kitchen utensils, but no groceries. It's like no one even lives here. Not even kitchen appliance. Look, it's empty inside. Indeed, there were no knives in the package. A house this big and no one lives in it? It's weird. If you're a psychopathic killer who can afford him, it's not weird. Who can afford him? Him? He could have anticipated that someone would figure him out and come here, like us. So he's one step ahead. Or she. You think a woman could be the killer? Anybody. Watch this. What? There was an almost... What am I watching? There was an almost used up shampoo in the bathroom, some kind of citrus flavor. It even looked familiar. Are you wanting to take a bath? We need to find something concrete to identify the owner. Look, a set of garage keys. Let's see if the car's still there. We went outside and opened the garage door. Bingo, there was indeed a wrecked pickup truck inside. Leon, it's him. That's the car. I got you, sweetheart. Now we're gonna get you. I got you, so we're gonna get you. He'll know how to contact the Leo Max team? Leo Max, are you serious? Okay, that sounded cooler in my head. Oh man, the license plate's ripped off. Not on the back. Here it is, the license plate. I pulled out my phone and took a picture. That's it. Now send it to your officer there and it's done. Not so fast. How to explain breaking into someone else's property? It's more likely we'll get time served. Why don't you let me send this to our Slayer? If she can run a hidden number, maybe she can find out. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. That's a case. We got our own detectives. B-words. God, you're incorrigible. Now let's go back to the house, see if we can find anything else important. We went back into the house and made our way to the extreme top room. Extreme! Which had a large bed, a closet, and a nightstand with a drawer. That is way too big. That is a behemoth. Oh, you're not in the States. Look at that plug. We are in the colonies. And then I heard sirens blaring in the distance. Wait a minute, do you hear that? Oh, yeah, because there was probably a silent alarm on in this house. Which is what? Sirens, they're coming. Police. They could just be driving by. Don't panic ahead of time. Bro, get out of this house. I got goosebumps. If we get caught here now, we could be charged with a hell of a lot more. Might even have murders pinned on us. No, I'm serious. They're getting louder and louder. There's hardly any houses around here. You said it yourself. Wait a minute, I can hear it now. Who would call the cops if there was no one around? It's a trap. We gotta get out of here as soon as possible. Yeah, idiot. I mean, I'm gonna save. But, like, we need to leave. Or do we look for more? Oh, in for a dollar, in for a pound? Chat, what are you thinking? I'm gonna be wrapping up soon, but, like, what do you guys pick? Do you guys have a choice? I feel like running away would be smart, but I'm also kind of curious if there's, like, anything else here. I'll just give you guys a minute. I'm definitely feeling congested. I'm not sick. Maybe I should have a bath. Maybe just have another, like, shower. I showered this morning, but maybe just, like, a hot shower. Okay. Alright, first choice is odds, second choice evens. Odds! We ran away. To hell with this. If we get caught, none of this will make any sense. Let's get out of here. We rushed downstairs, but from the window we saw a police car pulling up to the entrance. What are we gonna do? We're screwed. We're busted. There's gotta be a back door around here somewhere, right? There's no time. They're about to walk through the door. He was as scared as I was. We're in trouble. There's no way out. We can fit through the window on the second floor. We'll have to jump. I didn't sign up for this. They'll know someone's been here. Bro, you literally signed up for this is your plan! This is your plan! Someone has already figured it out if they called them. Come on, there's grass. We'll land softly and nothing will happen. There's no other way out. It's that or jail. I heard the front door open. Police, is anyone in the house? Come out for good. Okay, I'll jump first. Hurry up. He leaned out the window. He hesitated for a second, but jumped. Fell to the grass, got up, gave me a thumbs up. There's no time. Climbed over the window frame. The second floor seemed higher than ever to me. But I held my breath and jumped. As I jumped, I braced myself and landed surprisingly softly. Let's get out of here. We rushed to the fence behind the house and climbed over it in a hurry. Then we ran down the street, trying to get away from the crime scene. Until we had run a few streets, no one even thought of stopping us. It was only when the unfortunate house was in the distance that we stopped to catch our breath. So much for scouting. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting that, but it was fun. Cool? I've never had such an adrenaline rush in my life. I almost died in there, all because of you. You could have told me about this before. Whoa, breathe in, breathe out. At least we had a great adventure. It's not every day. Yeah, except we didn't find out anything useful at all. We almost got caught by the cops. Lucky we didn't break anything jumping out the window. Someone called the cops. It's got to be the killer. Maybe we were lured here on purpose to show something. A connection to you, for example. It can't be a coincidence. Yeah, or he was just trying to set us up. How? It was literally... It was pretty cool, you gotta admit. If only a little. Just a little bit, yeah. Now I'm going home. I need a shower and rest now. Oh yeah, I've sweated more today than any kickboxing workout I've ever had. But Max, I'm glad you hung out with me. It means a lot to me. Because I'm probably gonna die next. Come on, you're a tough dude, even if you are a risk taker. But next time, if you have something important to say, just say it. Okay, see you later, buddy. It's starting to get dark. The whole day had flown by with all these adventures. How Samantha was doing? Still doing her homework? I called Sarah and briefly discussed our day's adventures. The Slayer yelled at me for not bringing her along and agreed to help. Running the license plates shouldn't be that hard. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the car's registered to me, too. A familiar voice brought me on my thoughts. I turned around and saw Erica. New guy? We'd been seeing each other suspiciously often lately, but now I didn't even mind seeing her. Why don't you stop calling me that? I actually have a name. What's your hurry? Aren't you happy to see me? No! I'm in a hurry to get home. I'm done for the day. I can see that. So you like to go out, huh? What's wrong with that? That's not how you picture me? I don't picture you. Okay, bye. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. You mean the day after tomorrow? It's the weekend. Not for me. They're having a disco at the university tomorrow. What disco? You know, the kind of event where people twitch to the music? For you nerds out there, maybe it's something out of the realm of fantasy. Do you have to be like this? I mean, Nomad told me about the disco. First time I've heard about it from you. Naturally, it's not going to be talked about. It's not exactly official. There's booze. Lots of people, you know? Not exactly official, but it's at our university. I'm beginning to doubt not only your mental, but also your listening abilities. You're, well, have fun on your own, you effing elite. That B word really peed me off. I turned around and went on my way. Ahaha, come on, you don't have to be so nervous, since you're interested. Yes, this disco takes place in the university building. That's our tradition, but the teachers don't know about it, or they just pretend they don't care. We don't have any good clubs in town. There was one, but you may have heard that there was a psychopath from the past associated with it. So we've all agreed to hang out at the university from time to time. It'll be organized by us and the seniors. Again, the seniors. This isn't a university. I'm surprised none of your, well, no, I guess they did use words like that. Never mind, I retract. I'm surprised none of your people have heard anything about it, or maybe they just didn't tell you. Speaking of psychopaths, you know there's a new killer killing students, right? A new one? You mean there's a new judge? Maybe, and he's after me. I don't know why I suddenly decided to tell Erica, but surprisingly she didn't make fun of me, and she answered seriously. Are you sure? Why would you even think that? See, there's something you don't know. So who did he kill? Nate and Grant from my group. I knew Grant. He's not easy to kill, unless of course you're telling the truth. And also, my brother died too. I'm sure it was because of him. I sympathize. What do the police say? What do you think? They don't believe me. The body disappears from the murder scene every time. And you're sure you're a key figure for this new maniac? Yeah, he called me a few times and implied that he wanted to make me suffer. For whatever. Although I know you wouldn't believe me. Why? I believe you. And what's your advice? I don't know. If even the police don't believe you, make them believe you. If you're right and it's all about you, it's only a matter of time before there's another murder. And when you see the body, take evidence with you. Anything. Any personal items. Maybe a photo! You know, that's a thought. And if he's killing your friends and acquaintances, he must know about them, so it must be one of them. Interesting logic. It must be hard for you to be friends with people with such paranoia. Friendship is nothing more than a mutually beneficial use. Think about that at your leisure. Let's say it right, but then I'm even more at a loss as to the psycho's motivation. Think about it. There must be some logic to his actions, or hers. Yeah, I've tried, but no luck so far. I bet that man, whoever he is, knows about the disco and will definitely be there. You're not inviting me there, are you? Of course not. Just sharing information. But if you want to catch him, you can't just sit at home and do nothing. You have a better chance than anyone else. Okay, I've got more stuff to do. I'm out of here. Wait, what time is this disco? A friend wants to know. The girl grinned and without turning around said the start time. Her words did make sense. If we're gonna take this killer's lead, we need to be upfront about it. I'll have to tell my friends. And I will, next time, because I have to go to bed. I'm gonna overwrite that one. And I'm gonna... Oh no, oh no. Oh no, don't continue. I need to find someone to raid, because I'm getting sleepy. And, like, have stuff that I have to do to be a productive human. Oh no. Who do I... There's so many people. I'm just gonna raid. Oh my god, who do I raid? Whibbit Guy. I'm gonna raid Whibbit Guy. It's been a minute. And Whibbit Guy is playing BioShock, which I love that game. Oops, oops, oops. Yay! Thank you everyone again for tuning in. I really do have congestion. I'm not sick. I just have some congestion. So I'm gonna go take care of that. Maybe like tea and like a steamy shower. But thank you again everyone for tuning in. Thank you for resubs. That was awesome. Thank you for the raid. That was also awesome. This game is very wild and hilarious and I'm crying laughing so hard. I hope you're enjoying it. I really am. Maybe not the way that they intended when they let me have a copy of this game for free, but I'm loving it. I really appreciate it. So I should be back Friday? I should be able to stream for a little bit. I have to get up really early the next day. Yeah, Friday. I should be back with some more. But in the meantime, let's go say hi to Whippet Guy. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Raid, 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 raid.